Welcome back to Arrakis, Spice Runners. Multiplayer is not yet out here for Dune Spice Wars, but the Discord community is running a challenge, a competition to see who can get the fastest win. We are going to join the competition and see what kind of times we have put up. There have already been some very good ones. And right out the gate, Atreides and Fremen have been posting the best times. Us Harkonnen and Smugglers, just a little bit slow on the draw. It looks like a Dominion win is going to be the fastest route forward, and Atreides and Fremen seem to have armies that are best suited to being able to take out enemies quickly. If we're looking at counselors here, well, between the two houses, I think I'm going to try some Fremen runs here. Hopefully we can get through 2 games today and see how much we're able to improve our time. For counselors, Mother Ramallo is a shoo-in. Getting the upgraded temple and then access, or having all the spice field revealed from the very beginning, means that we'll be able to expand very efficiently. So she's in. Chani, I think, is out. We're not going to be able to do too much with intel. Yeah, I don't think so. We can get extra intel per adjacent neutral region. So she would produce some for us, but Stilgar will give us extra authority for early expansion, and then Othim would give us extra unit speed. I think we take Stilgar here. So we'll drop in these, and then per the challenge rules, we have to move Sietch hostility up to high, and then everything else is default. Black Saber, how's it going? You missed the Ordos? Is the Ordos from one of the previous games? How you been, Z-Man? It's good to see you again. You're interested in seeing this game? I've been really enjoying this game. All right, here we go. Right out the gate. So, stardate up here. We're measuring the speed run out of in-game time. So we have days, months, and then star year. So 1-1 and then 92 is the important thing. And it looks like, ooh, this is a little unfortunate. Well, okay. We got 2 very close spice fields. This one is going to be our home spice field. We'll start out Warrior Skirms and then launch on in from the Westwood ones. Well, they have said, the devs have said that they're going to be adding new factions. I think we get 1 during early access, and then we could get 1 post-access. So we could be seeing some Ordo make an appearance. I'm not sure exactly how it would implement or what kind of angle they would be able to take on things, but it'd be fun to see. You've been excited for this one as well? Yeah, I've been super excited to get my hands on Dune and diving in here.
Always stay alert.
Z-Man looking for the Evil Genius 2 Henchman tier list remake. It's been a long time coming. We'll see when we're able to get back to it, because there's been so much else going on that I've not been able to put all the footage together. But I've got pieces floating around. We're going to rush in and be able to take this. And then we want to see what our next expansion is going to be. Something right next to the spice fields. Oh no. That's the deep desert. Okay. So I can't cross there.
We won't waste time.
I don't particularly like this map and how it started us. Oh gosh. I think we go back for this other spice field. Yeah, we'll go back for this spice field. Yeah, so Z-Man, this is Dune Spice Wars. It's from the makers of Northgard and Wartales, which are, oh my gosh, we're walking through the deep desert.
Yes.
We can't get up this cliff? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did we just restart this one? This is abysmal. To be able to get here, we'd have to go through the deep desert, which will kill our units. And otherwise we can't get to our home spice region. Because we're going, like, normally I would fight through it. I kind of want to just restart because that is abysmal. What's up, Mr. Name? Good to see you again. So we're just going to take the exact same setup and hope for a better map seed. I'm not going to try and be, I'm going to try and not be very save scummy. But that one was garbage. So yeah, Z-Man, this is real-time strategy game based on the Dune franchise, and it's not meant to be... Wait, did I take the wrong? Oh, there's our spice. It's not meant to be like a campaign from the movie. It's just meant to be the developer's own imagining of the game world and their interpretation of putting everything together. So you've got the 4 factions. You have the Fremen, who are the natives. Then you have House Atreides, who are the heroes in the book series and the movies. Harkonnen, who are the villains, who get their own faction down here. And then you also have the smugglers as kind of a rogue faction that are out here as well, all trying to profit out of the ultra rare and ultra valuable spice, and at the same time just survive here in horrific conditions in the desert.
Don't belong here.
I'm doing pretty good, Mr. Name. I've been trying to test my time for this speed challenge. Not gonna lie, I've not been doing the best, but it's very fun to try.
Armor won't stop us.
It's an interesting edge here. Dev's giving us sandbox. Yeah. An all-new definition of sandbox gameplay. Unfortunately, this is a sandbox that, you know, is full of killer worms and will try and kill you at any opportunity.
What do you need?
Yeah, we'll scout this as a second opportunity. So we have 6 wind strength here. That'll be very good for water production. And then 2 wind strength here. Leaves a bit to be desired, but that's what we got. What's up, Z-Man? We'll lock this in. Okay, this is a full neighboring region. Alright, very nice. We'll grab this. This will be our first village to be able to take control. We'll kind of sit with these military units for now. And then we'll take this spice, the region around it, and then push toward the center of the map to be able to find our opponents. Unfortunately, we don't have an easy second spice field without going way in the middle. For our intro research, we take local dialect, so cheaper annexation of future villages, cheaper buildings, and then faster research speed. Normally, if I'm not playing the Fremen, let's see, are we able to expand? Yeah. We need 41. We'll be able to make that very quickly. So we're going to send the units on even before we have the authority, just to be able to get things together a little faster here. If I wasn't playing the Fremen, I would take survival training to kind of dip my toes in the different tech trees, but as the Fremen, because we have a natural increase to our supply on our units, we don't need the survival training tech as much. When am I going to post another Evil Genius 2 Henchman tier list remake video? Yeah, we're going to have to see on that one. I've got pieces of it together, but then there's been so much else going on that I haven't been able to finish it yet. So when I get a lull, the thing is that with all the way COVID delayed so many things for games, we've had last year was just real quiet. And now this year, there's going to be so many good things coming out back to back to back. But as soon as there's a lull in the games that I'm covering, we're going to go back to Evil Genius. That is the plan. Alright, this is our second village. We've got... Oh yes, we've got the rare elements. Unfortunately, no wind over there. We need to get our spice production up.
The desert will surprise you.
Alright, we'll get on over here.
Look for invaders there.
Let's see. Now that we have you, you want plascrete? Yes. So we go plascrete production. That helps us build all of our buildings. Over here, gathering the spice. Also plascrete to be able just to get our upgrades sooner. And then this region needs to have the wind trap to get us some water.
Stay alert.
Ah, raid already. Let's explore all around our home base. Which direction is the raid coming from? Gonna be off to here?
A nice spot.
Alright, we'll try and intercept them with the army. A lot of deep desert. So, Grim Wahad just pushes out into the 2 deep desert regions.
Agreed.
Not very inviting. We'll attack here. Oh, which genius would be capable of surviving in Dune? I don't know if any of them would be. Arrakis is a truly punishing place. I mean, if you put... Here's the hilarious thing is you put any of the characters from Evil Genius like up against Baron Harkonnen, and the Baron's gonna eat their lunch. The Baron's one of the greatest villains
As fast as
of
I
any
can.
franchise ever created, in my
On
opinion.
our way.
I'm curious in chat, who thinks, what is a villain
lookout.
that tops Baron Harkonnen?
What does Liet command?
There's some good ones out there, but he's pretty incredible. All right, we go Plascrete here, and then right here we want to add a crew to our spice harvester. We can check the spice report. Even out. No, I guess we keep the bad ratio for now. We'll be able to even out after we make the shipment. We have our very first agent who's going to go to Arrakis infiltration, and then going to put them on over here. Let's see, once you get Plascrete up, are we able to expand yet? We need the water. Once we get the water up, I really don't want to build it here with only 2 wind strength, but we could put it down here. It's going to be slow though. 3 wind strength, 5 wind strength. I wonder if this region is worth it to capture, just to be able to have that extra early water. Oh, look at this. We found Observatory Mountain. That gives Plascrete
What do
Factory.
you need? We'll look
I want to
there.
start pushing to be able to see where our opponents are so we can get an aggressive play going early. It starts a little slow. You can probably guess that you're going to bring in more gags. Yep. That's what I count on, Z-Man. Alright, so we have Plascrete up. We need to be able to add Wind Trap to have our all-important water improved up here. You have to have 5 water to be able to capture new villages. So you use authority and water for capturing villages, water for supporting troops, and then manpower for supporting troops, Plascrete for building buildings, Solari for
listening.
buying everything. And all of your Solari, or your gold, comes from trading spice. Beautiful relationships out here in the desert. And then there's some unique resources in the different regions, special regions, that will provide bonuses and some unique buildings that we can pop in. We'll see how many of those we're able to grab. A lot of this is going to be playing very aggressively with the military and then trying to ride the worms right in the enemy's faces. Yeah, I hope you don't run dry on gags.
All clear.
Almost have the water up, so we're going to go ahead and launch an attack over here. This will give us a nice initial base to be able to expand out of. Anaval. This could become a bit of a support region to be able to help these other two. I could like that. Let's see. We'll save the Plascrete for right now. Do we already have Worm Sign?
We're ready to hunt the invaders.
I don't think we have Worm Sign
The
yet.
desert will surprise you.
The more that I've seen out of Star Wars with like the TV shows and Book of Boba Fett being set in Tatooine, the more it's obvious that Star Wars just ripped Tatooine off of Dune,
The
and it's kind of
desert will
hilarious.
surprise you.
We'll hide our tracks.
All right, we'll
Yes,
move on up
Liet.
here. Ulha. Hello, Ulha. Our latest addition to the Fremen Empire. We have another secret agent. We're going to lock them in to go infiltrate House Atreides. Be able to produce a lot of intel, which is the spy's unique currency. So we're going to try and get them to be able to send operations to assist us.
Arrakis is our home.
All right,
We're
we can actually
ready
go
to
straight for
hunt the
this.
invaders.
Oh no, there's raiders coming again. Okay, we'll beat back the raid, and then we'll expand to our 4th village.
Arrakis is our home.
Is it a sandstorm too? Where do we want to go next with the research? I say we take structured warehouses. This will allow us to process the rare materials, the rare earth minerals, exploit them in the next region that we want to expand to make some extra Solari.
Liet,
The sand is as rough as coals, and it gets everywhere. No. Alright, you have Plascrete going up.
Liet.
We'll wait there.
And then you can slide back over
Taking
here.
position.
In the menu screen of the game for Dune, you see that there's 2 moons orbiting Dune, as like Star Wars even ripped that off for Tatooine. It's shameless. We would like to be able to get our water production up again, and then we're looking for some extra manpower production, I think. We're going to eventually need a militia over here to defend this region, because the raiders keep on coming through that zone. That'll be a bit in the future. Alright, we'll choose this. And then I want to get the Shaihulud Temple that will increase production in all the adjacent regions. We'll capture this. Spice and Jabba. He's like the mutated guild navigator. He is, isn't he? The Hutts are like the guild navigators. And yeah, when in Boba Fett they were trying to stop the spice running through Tatooine, it was like, okay guys. And then you have the Tusken Raiders are basically just the Fremen, etc., etc. I mean, the comparisons go on and on. Is it possible to tame Mr. Worm? Only as the Fremen. The Fremen are able to put down the Thumpers and then ride the Worms. So all the other factions get airports and are able to fly their units around for a small fee. And the Fremen are able to put down the Thumper and then ride the Worms to wherever they want to go. Hard to say who has the advantage out of that deal, but it does make for some interesting asymmetrical gameplay. We should also really be giving ourselves a better ratio here. Let's go 60-40. So this means that 60% of our spice is being sold for money and 40% is being stockpiled to pay the Spacing Guild bribe. That way they turn the blind eye to us skimming spice off the top. Let's see here. What's the next play? We want to be able to get our improved processing plant. Yes, processing plant is coming. We're going to grab survival training to start expanding our military here. And then what else have we got? There are no unique resources over here, which is unfortunate. But that means it's a good spot to be able to add in a recruitment office. And then over here, we would really like a maintenance plant.
We're ready to hunt the invaders.
Or a management. What do they call it? There's something that will decrease the upkeep cost of all the buildings that we've been building out here.
We'll get
Do we want to push all the way up here? We have the authority for it. And it gives us all the Plascrete, so we'll go for it. Is there a Dune equivalent of super agents? The super
We're
agents...
ready to hunt the invaders.
So the super agents like coming to attack you. You have the neutral Fremen villages that will send freedom fighters to come and attack you.
The desert will surprise you.
And then if you miss your spice payments often enough, the Sardaukar land and start just wrecking your face. So there is, I guess that's what you would call the equivalent of the super agents. If you don't pay your bribes or your tax on time,
On
the
lookout.
Imperial Army
Taking
gets involved and makes you really wish that
We must go.
you have paid. It's like literally they land a whole army right on top of you and destroy you. Do we actually have enough to be able to get... Yeah, the maintenance center. Sweet. You hope House Corino becomes
On
playable.
the lookout.
So, Black Saber, would you rather... Like, what would your... If they were to add one more house, what would you want to see? Because I feel like a lot of people want to see Sardaukar as a playable faction.
We'll wait there.
Would you want House Corino over Sardaukar? The Dune equivalent of the henchmen, there's not really. You don't get hero units. You can get improved units, but they all come out as like little military squads, kind of building your army. Your quote-unquote henchmen are your counselors. So every faction has 4 counselors that you're able to choose from, and you only get to take 2 into every game. And they give you different bonuses, but they will never appear on the map. But that's how they incorporate the named characters.
A nice spot for an ambush.
Let's see. We're very close to being able to get our next agent into the Spacing Guild.
Always stay alert.
Let's see.
Yes.
Have we found anybody yet? Harkonnens are up here. Ah, the smugglers are down here. Okay. So if we take this spice region, which we would really like to have a second spice region, we're then right next to the Harkonnens. So we need to scout out where the Harkonnen home base is. We'll get our ornithopter over there. Or the IX. Alexander, you're hyped to see the coverage of this game. I am hyped about covering this game too. It's been super fun to play. Alright, so we've got our expansion pushing in to be able to take Observatory Mountain here. We'll try and knock these guys over. Alna the Matrix. Yeah, Mother Ramallo. Oh, the full Bene Gesserit faction. A full Bene Gesserit faction would be incredible, right? I'm not sure if the later books in this series flesh out what that could look like more. But being able to see them brought into the game in a larger way would be very cool. So our home base is looking pretty good. These villages haven't been developed too much, but they don't need to be. And then over here we wanted to be able to add in the processing plant. That's going to process the rare elements here. Oh my god. Whoa. I thought that raid was coming for us. I was like, just leave me alone already. But no, we're good. We're in the clear. We'll get the Plascrete factory up. And then we'll be able to push on. We want to have conflict with the Harkonnens first, I think. So we want this spice field to get our second spice field under our control. And the ornithopters, they have another spice field right here. So everybody starts with one spice field right next to their capital. That means this one has to be right next to their capital. They usually, I mean, the AI understands it has to take that position first. Let's add a skirmisher to the army and improve our ratio. So we're selling 70% of our spice for cash now, 30% going to the tax or the bribe. Would we want to be allies of this siege? They would give us extra knowledge for 10 water. And then if we fully became allies, we would get extra power. Okay, so this alliance would not be great, but also if they're allies, they attack us less often. If the Bene Gesserits are playable, I'd expect them to be subterfuge focused. Yes, I would expect that as well. I feel like that would also fit with how the game is set up right now, that there's, I mean, Harkonnen has some advantages with espionage, but there's nobody that goes like really hard into espionage. I'm flush with cash. Well, we're gonna spend it on building up militias as soon as we understand where the dangerous raids are coming from. And honestly, we know that they come in and attack this spot. Oh no, I want that to finish. I thought it was done.
On the lookout.
We should probably add some militia, and they're gonna be expensive.
The desert will surprise
Here we go. We added our third military unit. And our next play is going to be to attack up here. So we need 133 authority and 5 water.
Help if we can.
The desert will surprise you.
Okay. Once we join up, the army should probably just march. And we'll have enough authority by the time they get there.
We will help if we can.
So we'll grab that. Let's see. Oh no! Why are we being raided back here? I missed it.
We'll get them.
Where's my handy little notification that they had hit us? Let's grab support structures here. Yeah, we want support structures. And then we want to add an extra crew here to the harvesting team. Okay, well, we'll make sure that they don't liberate this village. Guys, why are you after me? just fall in line under the Fremen Empire of Liatkaims. I think that the game setting is really interesting to have Atreides and Harkonnen on the planet at the same time and have the full-scale wars between the different factions.
We're ready to hunt the invaders.
Oh, are we not going to make it in
We're
time?
ready to hunt the invaders.
Oh no. We just have to be able to get to the circle
We must
before
go now.
it flips.
A nice spot for
And then
an
we interrupt it.
ambush.
Ah, did you see that, guys? We were a pixel away. Incredible.
We must go now.
Alright, we'll have to take it back.
We're going.
Unfortunately... How much does that mess us up? It kind of messes us up a lot, because we don't have enough water to be able to just take it back. Alright, we'll fall
The
back.
desert will surprise you.
And then what's the play to be able to get more water? We have 3 wind strength, 4 wind strength. This one gets the water. There we go. Blame the loss on the lag. I'm not playing with lag. The stream might have it. It doesn't hit me. I have no excuse.
We're listening.
Alright, so we have to wait for this timer to fresh it, or spin around. We'll be able to go back into Olhan, which we would really like to because it had great wind strength to help fuel water to our empire. Up here, I think we keep pouring some love into Urbu, so that we have Plasticry Factory, Wind Trap. We can get the maintenance center up there, the temple. The first... I believe this is the first Landstrat Council meeting. Now, we don't have any Landstrat standing as the Fremen, so we don't get any formal votes, but we do have some amount of influence with agents and political factions that we've been able to buy off. So we can swing the vote a little bit, a lot less than other factions. None of these particularly speak to me, and because our influence is so much of a precious resource for us, I think we're just going to abstain from that vote. Speed things up a little bit as we let things roll. Urbu might want a nice little militia because we can't really see what's around it. And then our Ornithopter, I still need to be able to find where the Harkonnens are. They will fly in. Here comes the next raid. But they're not going for us, they're going for the Harkonnens. If you're going for the Harkonnens, you need to bring more men. Not just those 2 little units.
What does Liet?
Gonna go back in. You gotta take it back. You can recruit agents here. Factions? What? What do you mean factions? You can recruit agents. They just tick over naturally on a timer. Okay, so back here, this was going to be the support zone. So we go maintenance center into temple. Yeah, that's the play. And then over here, I want to be able to get the spice silos. It can help the adjacent spice field be more productive.
We will help.
Very nice. All right, we're able to pick this up and rebuild what was lost to us. Also learn from our mistakes
We're listening.
and instill
must
a
go now.
militia to defend the zone.
We'll move fast.
The art of this game is so great. Like, it's on the cartoony side, and it's not, obviously not ultra realistic graphics, but looks very good. More Dune content, Pog. You love the Fremen too? So what's your favorite faction, Marcus? Do you like Fremen the best?
Taking position.
I have to
We
say,
must go now.
Fremen are the most unique out of all the factions, and so part of that does give them an edge, I think, towards being my favorite.
Yes.
The Atreides is also very cool.
We'll look for invaders.
I'm trying to
there.
wonder, once multiplayer comes, who I want to play first. It could be Fremen. The aesthetic is great. Yeah, I feel like the devs hit a
nice
sweet
spot
spot.
for an
They're obviously a
ambush.
small studio, but they didn't overstretch and like try and make really ultra realistic graphics that they wouldn't be able to deliver on. And they just made this like vibrant, low poly Dune that looks
On the
incredible.
lookout.
Okay, so our next expansion that we want is the Spice spice fields out here in the fault. Here comes another raid. But we've got our militia, so we should be fine. All right. Looking towards what our next research wants to be, I think that we look towards... do we go ground command? More military? Or do we want more... It gives us better manpower upkeep as well. We could also go intelligence networks into spying logistics to get more spies out. Let's try that. You like the Fremen? Because they don't have to deal with airports. Yeah. Close second is the smugglers. You love pillaging with the camouflage units they have. The smugglers are super fun.
Yes.
Snipers,
Yes,
their
Lad.
ranged unit
We'll
has to
wait
be
now.
one of my favorites in the entire game.
Yes.
It's probably,
You will have it.
like, for some of the best units, Fedaykin, so Fremen Death Guard, and then
Orderly,
smugglers.
stay alert.
Smuggler snipers. Gotta love them. We want to expand this, be able to add in the temple. There we are. Alright. Come on, guys. Repulse the raiders. This is making me wish that we'd gone down to call to arms more. Village under siege. We have resolved this point. Let's check out this crashed ornithopter. So we can send our espionage agents who are assigned to Arrakis infiltration to these little goodie baskets out on the map. Be able to take those and gain some rewards. Oh, this is so close. We just win.
We're listening.
Incredible. And we win over here too, so everything is coming up our way. We would kind of like to be able to take this because the rare elements help feed our economy so much. And we are trading with these guys, so they're our friend. They're unlikely to attack us. That puts us in a very good spot. Yes, everything is coming together. Okay, new village is captured. Immediately go into spice production. Let's go. Are you going for a political or hegemony win? I'm going for a dominion win. We're going to knock over all of their bases. I think that the Fremen are best suited toward that win, because their units are just so strong. Like the basic warrior, their first level unit is the best out of all the first level units in the game. And their Fedaykin, their final level unit, also one of the best out of all the highest level units in the game.
What does Liet command?
We'll look for invaders.
So we will
there.
wage unending war here against the Harkonnens.
Yes.
And then we'll bounce around. I'd like to be able to get a little bit more info about how far their territory extends.
Received.
So we're going to try and scout out around them. Those are like loot crates on the map. Yep, they are exactly like loot crates on the map. And they all give different options. So you can either send your agent to be able to grab something, or you could send either military units or an ornithopter to grab something else. So rather than being purely random, you have a little bit of choice in there, a little bit of agency over what you want to pick up, which I kind of like. Anytime that they give the player more choices, feels better. Another agent. Where do you want to go? Yeah. We'll do this. We'll load up supply drop. So now we have enough spies to finally be able to start running missions. My favorite mission is supply drop. It will just let your units heal passively in the region that you activated in for like 2 days. Which the day counter is up here. I don't know how easy it is to see on stream, but this bar fills up.
On the lookout.
Are we able to take this? We do. We have the authority. Let's go for it. We will capture. And then here we wanted to be able to go towards more blastcrete. Keep on making money. We're very good on... Oh man. We could hit the 80-20 ratio. That's the golden ratio for us. There's a raid coming. They're trying again. Oh no, but we didn't add... We didn't replenish the militia. Mistakes were made, guys. We'll add an infiltrator here. And so once they train, they'll be able to help out against the raiders.
We will help if we can.
Some of these factions are annoying, so make like sand and storm them.
The desert will surprise you.
Oh no. Alright, there's the worm sign. if you stay out there underneath the worm, they'll come up and eat your units, and they'll devour everything in an enormous area. Do I want the skirmishers back? I'd probably trade up for a warrior unit instead of the skirms. It's unfortunate that we lost them there. Alright. These guys are also going to be pretty annoying.
We're here. We make less noise than a mouse.
Okay, capture this.
Listening. We'll hide our tracks.
Just hang on. Looks like the Harkonnens are looking to push against us. That's fine, we should be able to deal with it. Honestly, let's slow things down to 1x so that we don't get overwhelmed here.
They're noisy as
Now the infiltrators have camouflage, they'll be able to walk right up to them before they're seen. And then their first attack does enormous damage. So we attack, we run back towards the base. If they follow us, we get to hit them with missiles from the base. And we'll move the new unit of warriors over as well. Alright, we'll fight you here, under range of our base.
We will help if we can.
And here come the Harkonnens.
We'll hide our tracks.
Alright, things are getting dicey, guys. They're waiting to amass. We have militia that will help us. We also have our units here. We'll see what we can do if we can disrupt them enough. Alright. Warriors fighting down here.
You will have it.
They should be able to clear this out. The infiltrators are so squishy. I'm a little disappointed there.
We're ready to.
Alright. Our guys are coming in. We want to help the militia. We also want to pick off some of the Harkonnens' lowest health units first. We have some very squishy guys over here.
Arrakis is our home.
And then let's add up another supply drop. Help keep our guys up. So there we go. We destroyed their drones. One enemy down.
We're ready to hunt.
Let's pull out before we die.
A nice spot.
Ooh, they're going for a direct capture.
We must go now. Taking position. We'll look for invaders there.
Okay, I was hoping they were just going to look to
Invaders there.
pillage, but they want to just capture that from us. It is a spice field, so it makes sense. And now we want to rush this unit of warriors up to help out, so we'll be able to show off the thumper. So this is how the Fremen get around. Wait, they're considered in combat. Here we go. So we place the thumper down, and then we have this range. This is the distance the worm is able to travel. And then we can drop them off right here. I want to be as close to the edge of the deep desert as possible. And then once we have our guys joined up, so here comes the worm.
What does Liet
They hop
command?
on, and then they drive the worm into the
We will
desert.
help
It's
if we
incredible.
can.
We'll move these guys up. Maxed out our units. Hopefully we're able to come in time to save the village. Got another supply drop loaded. Okay, those are our friends. When they were walking right towards us, I was getting nervous there for a sec. Okay. I'm used to playing at 1.5. Things felt a little slow
Arrakis
there.
is our home.
Let's hop on in and see if we're able to save this. Yes, riding the worm is incredible.
We're ready to hunt
And you
the
can do it
invaders.
with as many units that fit within that radius. So you could have an entire death stack of units
Arrakis is our
just
home.
hop off the back of the
We're
worm
ready to hunt
and
the
surprise your
invaders.
opponents.
We'll get them.
I'm sure in multiplayer there's going to be unending fun with the Fremens and their sandworms. Okay, there's a lot of Harkonnen units that are very low health.
Father won't
So, oh no.
We'll hide our tracks.
They activated one of their abilities. It's called combat drugs. They glow red like this, and then their units are basically immortal until the effect
take
ends.
position. A nice spot for an ambush.
So we can't hope to win now. But once the drugs wear off, they're all going to be dead. There we go. Knock them all over.
We'll take them by surprise.
Whew. It was bloody, but we won. We beat back the Harkonnen army. And now our little Fremen friends are pushing against them. We'll rebuild the militia. And come back stronger than before. Right over here, we want to be able to have Plascrete. Let's see, let's get some research going. I think the next thing that we want to grab is stronger militia units here at Call to Arms, and the Fedaykin will be able to institute the Death Guard. Let's see, what else? We can start adding upgrades to the main base. We can afford one right now. I think let's look toward the military updates, like a command post. It'll give command points, so that's our unit cap will be increased. Or, hear me out, research center. Research center would allow us to start being able to get a little bit more knowledge flowing. And then hopefully we can get some of these higher level improvements up. Do you think multiplayer will come to Evil Genius 2? No, I think the developers are kind of gonna abandon Evil Genius 2, if I'm being perfectly honest. But a multiplayer crossover, like as an update, would have been incredible. It's truly disappointing we didn't get to see something like that. With the ability to create custom everything.
Always
I mean,
stay alert.
they gave us...
Hide on tracks.
You mean like mod support, Z-Man? I wish they had given us mod support. I feel like that could have kept Evil Genius alive. But I don't think it'll come. If it didn't come earlier on in development and if it was in the works, I feel like the devs would have been talking about it a lot.
On the lookout.
There's a raid coming from down here. All right. Well, we will fend off the
Desert will
raiders,
surprise you.
rebuild the army, and then look to use this as a base to push against the Harkonnens. Let's see. Are you still on auto? You are. Good. What else can we grab here? We can resolve the crashed ornithopter. Is there anything else we
Witness
want?
Liet command.
What is this? Crashed spaceship. I have never seen this. I have played Dune for I think 30 hours at this point. I have never seen the crashed spaceship. Extract the ship data. I can choose to get intel. I can get improved development and advances a random accessible development by 5 days, 5 days, 5 days. So it gives 3 times the amount of knowledge. Or I can recover lost heirlooms of a high family with an ornithopter to be able to gain land strat standing, so that's political standing, and influence. Incredible. Well, as the Fremen, you have no land strat standing. All the other houses have it. We don't. So we take the knowledge, baby. Incredible. Incredible. Fireman research. Huffing more spice till it comes in a vision. Yeah, our dev team has a wait list of applications a mile long. Everybody wants to be part of the Fremen R&D group.
The desert will surprise you. Their armor won't stop us.
Custom Genius Henchman abilities, campaigns. I feel like what you're saying, Z-Man, is like mod support.
You will have it.
You mean that they would have... Yeah, it's like basically mod support for Evil Genius. Either way, I don't think it's coming.
Fast.
We must go now.
I think it would have been really good, but I don't think it's coming. Let's add in our processing plant. Good stuff. We have the temple. What do I want right here? Another unit of militia. Yes, that's what we lost just a second ago. Yeah, the spaceship is ultra rare. All right, so you've seen it, Marcus? I've never seen it. I've played a bunch. That's awesome. Hostile units.
Always stay
All right,
alert.
Harkonnen. You're not going to be able to expand along our borders that
We're
easy.
going.
The Desert Warriors will
We
push you
will
back.
help if we can.
We're ready to hunt the invaders. We'll take them by surprise.
I don't even know where they want to go. What are the Fremen thinking, or what are the Harkonnens thinking here? Yeah, Z-Man, I was holding out that they were going to give us some kind of anniversary update for Evil Genius. But I just don't think it's in the cards.
We won't waste time.
Sad.
We'll hide
Sad.
on tracks.
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying.
We're going.
That they would have some kind of custom template. Or like a create your own, what would they call it? A character creator for custom geniuses and henchmen.
The
Maybe if they make an Evil Genius 3, we'll be able to get that. Because, I mean, heck, even Tropico allowed you to create your own El Presidente. Alright, we're going to raid the Harkonnens here.
They don't belong here.
We'd like to be able to knock them out of this village. I think the anniversary has already passed. That's why I think it's too late for anything to really happen. Alright, right now we're just fighting the militia while they're amassing their army over here. Now I'm starting to think that we don't want to fight the Harkonnens on their own soil when they outnumber us.
Won't waste time.
So we'll fall back a little, and we'll add in another warrior to the mix. If they follow us, then we certainly take the fight. Hostile units. I just want to make sure I'm not missing something important up here, because I did earlier on, and we lost and had to retake a village. So this siege has been found. We found a siege over here. I don't care about that one. The Lance Red Council is meeting. We would be able... this is really good. So 30% bonus Chom Spice exchange rate. That means that our unit of spice would be worth 30% more for as long as it lasts. That feels pretty good. It feels... The thing is that we just don't control a lot of votes. So we have to go in pretty hard to actually be able to win. Otherwise we just throw our votes away.
On the lookout.
Yes, Liet.
What if the update is late, Z-Man? It could be. It always could be. Like, nothing's impossible. But I just feel like the devs were pretty open with what their future plans were and what they were working on. And so if they were working on something like that, I think we would have heard something already.
We're going.
Like, they had the whole shiny roadmap and always info about what was coming next for the game, and there just hasn't been anything about something
We will
new.
help if we can. We'll hide our tracks.
All right,
We won't waste time.
we'll bring up our third warrior unit here, and we should start building the research hubs. So we'll go research hub over here, and then I wanted a research hub over here. Yes, please. And then here, we had the research center. Now, I think we go in for a little bit of military. We'll get the barracks. The barracks will make our units more durable, and here come more raiders. Incredible. The barracks will make our units more durable, and then it will also give us a higher unit cap. What if they're being secretive about the update? I mean, they could be. It would be a great surprise. They kept the free Valve DLC packs secret pretty well.
What does Liet command?
So they're capable of keeping a secret, and a good one.
We'll move fast.
Seems like the Harkonnens like attacking right here. I wonder, do we want a missile battery? Or what else would like really disrupt them? It could be a military base. But in the meantime, we just get a recruitment center. Is the militia able to hold? I'm not sure we win this. As we kill the raider. Come on. Is there a chance? They're disoriented and pinned down. I don't know if they win that. Alright, let's crack open the spaceship. So here's our tech tree right now. And then once we resolve this, we've gained progress here, here, and here. Excellent. Units don't get XP, do they? They do. So militia don't get XP, but your formal army does. So our skirmishers here are level 2. It goes up to level 5. And then the warriors, I think, are mostly new units. So I don't think they're on the cusp. Honestly, I think that we should send someone worm riding back to save that village. And then on the next one, we got to update their defenses. It's going to be so close, but if we do die, then these guys just capture the village. So we get to take the worm right in. Here we go. And we'll be able to swoop in and gain XP. There we go. We were right. The warriors were necessary. It was close, but they were necessary. So now we want to go militia, ranged, and I'm tired of sending people back here. Take a missile battery, and just survive forever.
Arrakis is our home. We'll hide our tracks.
We'll run them back up and let's go harass the Harkonnens. That's because I feel like being a nasty neighbor. Yeah. The Fremen, that's the alley-oop pass to the warriors. The militia had them worn down to a frazzle. Ah, are they landing, guys? So this is the enemy's mechanic to replace riding worms. They get to fly around in these little spaceships and then land airfield to airfield. We'll take this fight to start thinning their numbers. And I'll even do a supply drop to get the regeneration going. Very worried about taking this fight out here in the open sand because of this exact thing, some worm sign. Maybe we run these guys along the cliff. Ah, the skirmishers are going to take it. Alright. I want the worm to rise up and take somebody. It looks like the Harkonnens are too close to the cliff wall. So worms are only able to hunt in the open desert. I do want the skirms back though. I like having the little ranged units. Ah, the Harkonnens built themselves a missile battery. Well, we will look for a way to be able to knock that out. Let's see. What other updates do we have? Let's get some more knowledge going. Knowledge hub. Thank you.
Arrakis is our home.
And then we should... I mean, we really should move out of range of the missile battery if we want to have a prolonged fight here. So we'll drop back. There's the worm sign. If we hold the fight here, maybe... I think the rocks here block the worm from being able to get to the Harkonnens. But if they want to run, I say the worm takes him. Is the worm going to take him? Have we orchestrated it perfectly? No. I wanted to see him rise up, eat some Harkonnens. I guess he knows that they're not going to do very good. Bad choice of food. There, we got it. Ah, feels good. Feels good. Development. What do we want? Taking outpost logistics would be nice. Taking... Yeah. Outpost logistics would be really nice. So this is going to make it easier to capture new villages and reduce the monetary upkeep on all our villages as well.
We will help if we can.
And you guys wander on up into place. I should get a luxury building over here. Which one should it be? More knowledge? Let's go more knowledge. Yeah. Well, raiders, have a nice look at my shiny missile battery, my friends. I'll see you, Z-Man. It was good to see you around. And a Black Saber, if you're still there. Good to have you join the stream. Alright, we're knocking him over. Yep, the missile battery makes all the difference. We're gonna let the skirms rejoin and then try and dethrone the Harkonnens here. What's the next update? We could get an additional building here in home base. Probably military. Probably command post. I like that. We could also add a recruitment center over here. That looks good.
We are listening.
All right.
Always stay alert.
Set these as their own command group. And then be ready to move on in.
Ambush.
The Harkonnens don't seem to have reinforced their military in
You
the
will
zone.
have it.
So we will slip on around. And then if we knock out the 4 militia, we are able to silence their guns. So you can attack and destroy the missile batteries, or you can just kill the militia and start laying siege to the town. And either way, it will keep the missiles from knocking you out. But we want to do that rather than fight any reinforcements they have, because I hate fighting the missiles.
What does Liet command?
Oh my gosh, they've got one arcing shots like this. Look at this. The layered defenses of the Harkonnens. There we go. I would like to be able to capture this ourselves, but we're very low on water for some reason right now. What knocked out all of our water? I thought we had a surplus. I suppose not. Did this require water upkeep? Nope, they don't. In that case, we will just go for liberating them and look for a position to add additional water production. We can take it over later.
We'll hide our tracks.
But for right now, we don't want the
We'll
Harkonnens
take
using
them
it.
by surprise.
Destroy their missile batteries.
We'll get
And attack over here. Enemy operations. Oh, there's a rebellion underway. Woof. Okay. And with very little water production, we may have to worm ride down
Liet command.
to dissuade the rebels. The rebels, it's not one of our spice fields, but it's still pretty important. And there's only 3 units. 3 units down there.
We won't waste time.
I still
We'll
hate
hide
losing
our
the
tracks.
progress. And we were able to knock out the militia and the
We'll look for
battery.
invaders there.
Let's put the thumper down. Bring him in.
What does Liet command?
I only
Yes,
got 1
Liet.
unit. Because the rest kept walking. Oh, this gameplay's so scuffed, guys. I'm sorry. Unassigned agent. We're going to add into the Arrakis. Because if we want to do our own crowd manipulations, we need somebody in Landstrad, Arrakis, and another person infiltrating the Chome. I can move you over. There we go. Get the supply drop up.
Arrakis is
Can we
on.
lure them into the guns of the main base? I think we can. Ah, they're done? Come on, guys. There you go. Fight under the shade of our own missiles, please.
Arrakis is our home.
And it looks like we're going to have to make another play up here. That does mean that by the time we get there, we'll have enough
We
water
won't waste time.
A nice spot
to be able to
for an
actually
ambush.
flip it. Let's push on up here. We've got raiders. We have worm sign. Okay, I'll move back towards the village. Yeah, alright, we'll let the worm pass. Then we want them to rejoin the main
We will
force.
help if we can.
These guys will fight off the raiders. And then we will press against the Harkonnens yet again. We might need, at this stage, to have a defense force.
What does Liet command? We'll get them water.
To be able to protect our backfield. I think that we could go for that. Do we have the Fedaykin yet? We do. We just got call to arms. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Now we can start getting some of the crazy Fremen upgrades. CH network here would give us intel production per allied CH. We don't have too many of those. And then agent recruitment speed. Okay, so that's not particularly powerful for us right now. Over here, lower water upkeep. That's nice to have. Advanced engineering, because spreading the faith is insane. You gain all the neutral villages, give you money, and if you liberate villages, you gain a bounty of 1,000 Solari.
We're listening.
Very good
Yes,
stuff.
Liet. Arrakis is our home. We'll hide our tracks. We won't waste time.
Let's hike on up here. Check out that crashed ornithopter. And then here I would like to add in the bazaar. The bazaar is a unique building for the Fremen. When you build it, it completes a district here in the home base, and it doubles the bonus of the district. So, it means that we will get 4 armor on all of our units. To put that into perspective, the base armor of our best unit is 4. So it will double how tanky our unit, the Fredaiken are. It will do even more than that for everybody else. Great stuff. I want to just clear some of these out so they're not flashing at me. And we found this base. Do I want the extra manpower? I don't think I care.
We're listening. We're going. You will have it.
Let's look to make this attack. Repeat attack against the Harkonnens. This time hopefully the raid doesn't throw us off. Or I guess it wasn't a raid, it was a rebellion. So a warrior unit to kind of protect us in the back line. I think we'll do that. And then we could afford a unit of Fredaiken. I would like to be able to get the Death Guard going.
Always stay alert. We'll look for invaders there.
Once we knock the Harkonnens out of this position...
We must go now.
Oh, look at this. Look at this army.
They don't belong here.
Wait, wasn't there 6 ships? Am I crazy? Oh, here's 4 more. And nothing. Do they have stealthed units? Is that what it is? They're dropping stealthed units on me? Let's use the supply drop. Start flipping the zone.
Yes, Liet.
Make sure we stand out of range of the neighboring village's guns. Which we can do. We've got the supply drop. All our units are healing. We'll load that up and a gear sabotage, which will make all the enemy units weaker. And we'll wait for them to make this engagement. Because I think we should be able to handle it just fine. We could use some more water, which, yeah, Dune Wanderers was going to give us. They keep landing ships. It makes me so nervous. But all our units are full health. And every little hash mark is 100 health. As you can see, our warriors are far superior one-on-one than the Harkonnen units. What difficulty are I playing on? It's supposed to be normal. It doesn't feel that different from all the games I've played on hard. And the fact that the AI built this large of an army on normal, I'm just kind of impressed.
If we can.
Okay, so here they come. This is it. Unfortunately for them, they waited long enough that all of my espionage missions are ready to go. So as soon as they engage here, I throw gear sabotage. That makes all of their units hit, lose 30% of their hitting power. Now we're going to go in on them. Try and direct my units to focus down the weak ones first. Activate supply drop to be able to get healing on all my units as well. And it's just a mosh pit. The frames are tanking. I'm worried that they're going to use combat drugs, and so all their units will become immortal until the duration burns off, and they have even more. Oh, the Harkonnen seed the earth. This will be a fertile ground fed from Harkonnen blood. Look at this. What a massacre. Incredible. Well, that went better for us than I thought it was going to. I'm not complaining. But when I saw them move that many units towards us, I was very worried. We have little Fremen freedom fighters trying to help us out. This little Sietch, yeah, knock that off. Point of interest. I'm just clearing the top bar right now. Choose this. Ah, you guys are going to raid me? I'm out here beating off the Harkonnen Scourge. Lots of water and people. Yeah, they will join the clan's water. I am out here freeing us of the Harkonnen Scourge, and you are trying to liberate this one village. All right, guys. What are you doing with your lives?
The desert will surprise
We gotta
you.
coordinate.
We'll take them by
Your friends over
surprise.
here are attacking. That's what we need. We need a little bit more manpower production, it looks like. Oh, perfect. This one can add on. Recruitment office. That's good. Let's see. Does somebody else have space for a recruitment office? They do over here. We'll throw that in there. Our plascrete production is high enough that we can sustain any of this.
Arrakis is our home.
I'll get these guys set as a defensive control group so that we can hop back and forth pretty quick. And then, do I want recycling vats? That is an interesting question. What would be better? Probably the Al Gaib Temple, giving me 20% spice production. Yeah. Al Gaib Temple looks really good. We might do that.
We will help if we can.
Alright, we beat back the raiders.
We'll move fast.
We will rejoin the military up here. And then I've got a maintenance center, a missile battery, and now spice collectors. Let's add in some militia. Militia are very affordable. We got 1 unit of heavy militia in there to try and dissuade the enemy. And we'll make it much harder for those raiders to get in next time. We're still low on manpower, but we were waiting for some buildings to complete. And then over here, yeah, we can get more. Alright, the war machine
Yes, Liet.
is in gear.
We're going.
Where do these Harkonnens think they're going?
The trap is
Are you coming towards my lands? We will cross the salt fields.
We'll hide our tracks.
Do they have a path down?
We won't waste time. We'll
Well,
hunt
we shall see.
them down. Liet,
We'll wait there.
I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to sneak around following the cliffs. Well, we caught them. Caught him and killed him. We'll take them out. We'll want to push toward Carthage. Let's see. I'm not sure what the best base to attack Carthage from is going to be. Where's this worm sign? Oh, it is up here. Oh, they were trying to sneak down here to be able to make this attack.
On the lookout.
Alright.
The
Knock 'em out.
invaders will fall.
They're running. But you can't outrun a Fremen in the desert. They were born in it.
we're going. We'll hide our tracks.
We'll add some crew to this harvesting team.
We're listening.
And maybe I just let them go. Yeah, we'll just let them go.
We're listening.
We'll move back to the village and then be ready to attack up here. What's the addition that we are looking for over here? Spice silos is good. Yeah, spice silos is very good. And then we can make the press across to Alifdad.
We'll get their water.
Oh, I would also like manpower. We'll get a recruitment office over here. And the two missile batteries in the town's just arcing over.
Arrakis is our home.
It seems like these missile batteries would be a real hazard for friendly fire, but thankfully that is not the case. Friendly fire is only a mechanic that the Harkonnens have. And yeah, I'll take this one. Sandstorm. Village under siege. Oh, these guys are attacking me. Did this have a missile battery? It did not. Okay. I'm not sure who's going to be the best suited
We're ready
to
to hunt the invaders.
come across and protect that village. We're also engaging with the Harkonnens up here. We don't quite have our operations ready to go. I'm worried about this village. I guess I can send the defensive guy over, but he's got a long way to trek.
What does Liet command?
But we're certainly got our hands full out here. Okay, this unit's too low, so he'll fall back. They automatically heal at the villages. Need to pull them out. And I'd prefer that I not lose these highly experienced warriors. So yeah, we'll start the retreat in stages. Looks like the remaining units are actually doing okay for themselves, which is incredible.
On the lookout.
The Harkonnens arrived with so many more units than we had. No, there's a sandstorm? The sandstorm is what cuts us off?
We will help if we can.
That's terrible. Alright, now we'll get back to the village to silence its guns. Okay. Go back to capturing. Hey, it won. How did it win? Anyway, you're rewarded. Heavy militia. Enjoy. Okay, what else do we need to clear out here? A new siege has been found. This is the one that keeps on attacking us. They would trade water for knowledge, and if we become full allies, we would gain Fremen scientists with +4 knowledge. I like that. So we grab that and that. Developments. This is where we grab spreading the faith. And then spice market to queue up something. On the espionage front, I need somebody infiltrating the Landsraad to be able to orchestrate crowd manipulation operations. I'll just guaranteed make an enemy village revolt. It is incredibly overpowered, but I love it. Over here, I wanted a little bit more manpower, recruitment office. There we go.
What does Liet command?
You guys should cycle on up to give these warriors a chance to heal. And then the goal is going to be to liberate the villages over here. We could go for capturing this one. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the best base
What does
to
Liet
attack
command?
the Harkonnen stronghold from.
We're going.
We'll see how it comes
Get
out.
their water.
We're ready to hunt the invaders.
Alright,
We'll
you
move
guys just
fast.
stay.
Liet,
We'll run them down. The best one to actually have a base from might be all the way over there. Oh,
won't waste time.
they built a lot more units.
We're going.
They built a lot more units.
What does Liet command?
Okay, we'll move back on
We're
up.
going.
And now they have house guard. Alright, round 2.
We will help if we can. We're listening. They don't belong here.
House guard are incredibly durable.
Arrakis is
Spread out, guys. They have rocket launchers. They're doing splash damage to us. You should fall back. We might have to give this push up without having more and stronger units. I felt like the 3 warriors
Stay alert.
should be a strong army to be able to push
must
with,
go
but
now.
it looks like we need a little more juice. I mean, we keep on wiping their armies, so this is okay.
We're listening.
These guys are healing up. Maybe we will be able to cycle around and win this. Outnumbered 3-1, the Fremen stand in the siege of Alifdad. But the Harkonnen traitors use their war drugs to make their units immortal. Unfortunately for them, if they chase outside of the region, the war drugs wear off. Aha, like that. And then they could be killed.
We won't waste time.
We're doing a little Harkonnen shuffle there. Patented dance move.
You will have it. We'll hunt them down.
There we go.
We're listening. We'll move fast.
Alright, so we want units
Won't waste
healing.
time.
Yes.
We want skirmishers added to the mix. And we should recruit some Fudaiken. Here we go. We've got strong base over here. Pretty well developed villages all around. The key is just being able to make this push, get over the hump against the Harkonnen defenses. They are very well defended. We would like a little bit higher profit margins, honestly. But I guess that's what our research is going to help us come up with, spreading the faith. So let's grab another Fudaiken. The addition of 2 units of Death Guard
If we can.
should be enough
Yes, Liet.
to make a dramatic difference here.
Fast.
Will Alifdad finally fall to the Fremen? It looks like the Harkonnens are not making a move. They're going to have to make one soon. Oh, one of my villages is under siege now.
We'll move fast.
How do these guys keep on getting in here?
We will help if we can.
They're still not making a move.
We're listening.
Let's make sure we win this defense. These are both ranged units, so if we get in close, we should be able to attack one. There's a little trick to be able to make sure you pin them down. Ranged units suffer a severe penalty fighting a melee unit, and so we can get them both meleeing our warriors. We'll be able to win easily. Yeah, there it is. Alifdad is ours, along with its missile batteries, its plasticrete factory, and its recruitment office. It doesn't really have any good unique resources for us, but we certainly want some militia to help us defend it. And then the game is going to be liberating these neighboring villages to kind of break the back of the Harkonnen war machine. If we slide up here, we'll wait for the sandstorm to pass, and then we'll push up over here next.
We are listening.
Have we liberated it yet? No, not yet.
Lead us to freedom.
Get the Fedaykin up. They can ride a worm to be able to make it quickly. And yeah, there's no way we lose this. Let's place our thumper. And then get the Fedaykin added to the main force. Excellent. Now you guys hop back to base. And if they want another shot at us, we're gonna have to get through a lot higher of a task with these heavy militia. I kind of want to add a missile battery as well. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, the Fedaykin are in place. I'm wondering if I want them on their own command group, or if I want them unified with the main force, because here we could kind of split off. 2 units of Fedaykin against 4 units of militia. That seems like a fair fight. You guys think they're going to be able to make it? The Fedaykin special is that for each enemy unit up to 5, they gain 10% unit power and 1 armor. The kicker there is the 1 armor. They just get so tanky. So they're up against 4 here. They started at 8, and now they're up to 12. The enemies are barely going to be able to scratch them. So we'll send 1 guy to the back line, 1 guy in the front. They'll set up the liberation forces. The rest of the army is going to push up here. We want to stay on top of our operations, get those rolling. There we go. And then the idea is going to be to liberate, and then swing around the back of Carthage to knock out these villages, and then use this one, Pelsud, as the base of the attack. So that one will be captured. There we go. We're winning out on both sides of the map here. So liberate, please. And I think if liberation takes 4 days, we'll have Spread the Faith available as well, which will give us 1,000 Solari bounties for each of the liberation operations we make.
Arrakis is our home.
Looks like the Harkonnens have finally ran out of juice. Let's check out the world at large. We have smuggler operations out here, a raid crossing the desert, and it could be Atreides over here in the corner.
We'll hide our tracks.
I think the heavy militia win this easy now. We'll leave our defensive force in. Alright. Everything is coming up our way. Oh. Where are you going to fly that unit to, Mr. Baron? Off on another location? Oh, this village is getting sieged down by locals. Or potentially a rebellion. Very nice, very nice. How did you get 3 research hubs here in High Pass? Riddle me this, AI. Ah, what a feat of tactical genius they have when they're able to just break the game rules.
This path is dry.
Unless that's a Harkonnen thing that they can increase the limit. I didn't think that was a thing. They're landing their units to recapture.
Knives are unsheathed.
I would rather you did not immediately recapture. So Master Daikin will have something to say to you.
We trust you, Liet.
Always stay alert.
You guys fall back to the village to
Yes,
heal
Liet.
and up your supplies. And then we push together. We can climb the cliffs here and then skirt around Carthage and then be able to bring the attack against the remaining villages. Let's see how many of the Fedaykin are able to run down. The Harkonnens know when they are outmatched. Sandstorm, hostile units, ongoing combat. Okay. Just making sure that I was not missing a raid. I feel like I would love to see a mini-map added to the game.
Path is dry.
And then I'm used to being able to use a mini-map to make sure that I'm not missing raids or being attacked, etc. And that's something that the game needs. The idea is, I guess, that you just zoom out so that then you can see this overmap. But having a little mini-map in the corner, oh, you're being attacked right here.
We trust you, Liet.
That'd be kind of nice.
We're going.
Here they finally got some more units. They're gonna fly them away right as I approach.
Shalahalud's favor.
Interesting
Will avoid the
decision.
sun.
But there they all go.
Shahalud willing. We're going.
Okay, this is our big push. This is to break the back of the Harkonnens. So we'll slip in here to the neutral desert. This is when our units start dipping into their supply, which is a little yellow bar underneath the green health bar. They don't even have any militia here in Tab Alta.
We trust you, Liet.
Tab Alt. What is it? Alt Shift 4? The force close? Tab Alt action. I say we just liberate this one, and then we go to conquer this one. Leave the Harkonnens with nothing but their central city of Carthage, and then should be able to wipe them out from
We are
there.
listening. We won't waste time. Arrakis is our home.
Let's see. Do I want any improvements here in Aliftad? Or over here? I don't know. Wind strength is 4 out here in Pelsad. That's good for making water for us. It's 5 over here, but I don't want to have too many extraneous villages. Sandworm? Yeah, please don't become Al-Gaib's lunch, my warriors.
We are going.
You have to act intelligently here. Oh no. No! My militia units! I have to rebuy those, but you cannot directly control the militia, so there was no helping it. This unassigned agent is going to go to counterintelligence. We've already seen the enemies activating some pushes against us. And we are prepared with crowd manipulation now to be able to ruin their days. How are we doing on spice? Pretty good. Our profit margins are very slim. Extremely slim. We would really like to be able to get either Chom Branch or Al-Gaib Temple. Either of those coming up on our research work here. This one gives us Chom Branch. Which one gives us... Oh, is it the CH network? Yeah, it's this one that would give us the Al-Gaib Temple. So which one is better? The Temple gives us plus 20% spice production. The Chom Branch gives us plus 30% Chom spice exchange rate. That's hard. I mean, we could go for both eventually, but that's the boring answer. Let's grab CH network, economic lobbying. I think that especially combined with the benefits of economic lobbying, I think the Chom branch is better than the Al Gaib temple. But it's close. This one is better if you're trading with more of the neutral villages, and we're not doing a lot of that right now. Oh, this is perfect. Their army keeps getting pulled off over this direction. So we liberate here, we attack here. They're all tied up. We defeat them in a sweeping battle here on the plains. Push into Carthage, knock it over. Game, set, match.
Our grist knives are unsheathed.
I mean, not really. We still have to defeat the other two factions, but it's a good start. And once the war machine is turning and you have this established military, I think we should be able to roll over the other factions much faster than we did this one.
They'll meet our grist knives.
There we go. So this village has been liberated. They're sending squads over here to try and retake this village. That's fine, because they're going to lose their final production of spice. And without any spice, there's no way to survive here on Arrakis. Great house or not.
Taking position.
Alright, with this, we go for the capture. Fall back, fall back. Fall back. There we go. We could throw in a supply drop, make sure we stay topped up. We have the intel to be able to keep on going. They are trying to capture here, which we could then immediately flip and cause to rebel against them, which I think would be hilarious. Yep, there it is. And crowd manipulation. Oh, it only gives me 3? Sometimes you get 5 over here. I was hoping for a little bit more juice out of that crowd manipulation. But there we go. 3 units of rebels all trying to liberate the area. Hopefully that will draw off some of the heat. Oh, and they did thwart the action over there. Raid coming in. Always attacking here at Rumna. I don't think I really care about any of these out of the voting. The Fremen are kind of just don't care about the political standings in Dune. The Atreides, the Harkonnen certainly do. The smugglers can play around with it more too. And if you take a specific counselor as the Fremen, then you're able to interact with that more. But we did not take them. We went for raw military power. And honestly, it's paying off. We're doing pretty well here. Please don't become worm food.
Yes, Liet. We'll hide our tracks.
This keeps happening, where the worm will come, then our units walk right into the worm. Oh, they survived. All right, they had me very worried. Let's get over here and just kind of mess with the Harkonnens for a second. And then from this base, we are getting wind, victory points. We're not going to win on victory points. I'm going to win over your dead body. So give me military power. Oh, they're just trying to raid? I thought they were trying to capture. I don't care as much if they just try and raid. We will put in a missile battery as close as we can to be able to help out our assault against Carthage. We'll pull back to top off supplies and health, and then we're going to push right into Carthage. Hopefully by then also our missile battery is going to be up. Oh, here come the smugglers. Okay, if this is kind of a full force, I'm worried. Was not planning on having to defend from the smugglers attacking us right here. We're not going to have militia trained in time. We have the 1 unit of warriors, and we can afford... the Fedaykin costs too many command points. We can go for another unit of warriors. We'll see what they want to do. If they only want to pillage, I'll let it go. Obviously, if they want to actually capture our spice production, well, we cannot let that stand. Oh, they have a lot of units. They have all these stealth units in place. Okay, enemy operations against us. Oh, they're going to liberate. All right. Well, we can't let the liberation stand. I am sorry, smugglers, but I can't let you do this. So, we're gonna split off the Fedaykin. Have them worm ride
What does Liet command?
into position. Get some more spice production up here.
belong to the Fremens.
Alright, if I throw down a thumper, how far are they able to make it? They are able to make it pretty far. I say we land them right here. That's out of the deep desert, and then we'll go to a second thumper to bring them in.
Liet, we'll hide our tracks.
And then these 2 units of warriors will coordinate. There we go.
We're listening.
Okay, I wanted to be pressing a little harder against the Harkonnen here, but they've been able to retake this.
Don't belong
I
here.
could send my main force over to re-liberate.
Listening.
Alright, they landed. So then it is worm number 2 to take them right up in the smugglers' faces.
What does Liet command? Arrakis is our home.
Their armor won't stop us.
Ah, and these guys now want to raid me? They want to raid. Okay. The locals are not making this easy.
We're going. We won't waste time. They don't belong here.
Here come the Fedaykin on the worm. We're gonna go in. Gear sabotage. Supply drop. Refresh those. Our Fedaykin are getting in there. We need somebody in on the snipers.
We're listening. We're going.
Their focus fire out of the smugglers is very strong. We'll pull back one of these warriors.
Arrakis is our home.
Beat back the raid. And then once we get the militia established, we can kind of pivot off of this position more freely. There we go.
Listening.
Excellent victory. Yeah, finish them all the way. Alright. So then defensive army stays here.
To freedom.
Death Guard.
The sun.
Death Guard just takes a hike
Going.
all the way up here.
We will help if we can. Arrakis belong to the Fremen. We'll move fast.
And then we want to top off the crews on our harvesting team. 3 of 3. What are you shooting at? You could shoot missiles at the units in the spaceships? That's amazing. I had no idea you could even do that. Okay, I want to be able to have a maintenance center, I
Always
think.
stay alert.
It's not real exciting, but it is useful. And then we'll come on over here.
Listening. This
You
path is
guys.
dry.
We want another thumper. Take you into position. And there our forces will be rejoined for the press against Carthage. This has been established with some defenses.
Arrakis is our home.
Alright. Are the Harkonnens going to come out and fight us? I kind of hope they do, so that we can fight them out from under the missiles of Carthage. Here they come. The Fedaykin will head on out. Oh, worm sign. All right. Well, we'll fight at the village then. Is the worm going to get any of the Harkonnens? I hope it does. Don't press too far. Those drones will not attract the worm. No. Ah. I had just told them to walk back. Ah, what a turn of events. I have to rebuild the warriors. And the worm didn't even go after the Harkonnens. They just laser in on me, of course. Oh, there? There we go. There's one full wormy boy. Looks like there are 2 raids coming out. This one is up against Dammer. And then pressing against our spice field here. With the veteran militia, we win these. We win these 2v1. And I don't think it's too close either. Yeah. Seems solid. Go back to the main base. We don't have any more thumpers, so we gotta just walk them the long way.
We're going.
We're ready to hunt the...
We trust you, Liet. This path is
How have we not
dry.
liberated this yet? I was about to like move them in to start the attack, but no, it's not liberated. Let's check these to make sure that they're all operating on full crew. We don't want to be leaving any spice in the sand.
We're listening.
Bold move to choose to path right through the deep desert, but our Fremen can do it.
Yes, Liet.
And there, we repulse the raid, only losing 1 militia. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid. So, once these units rejoin with the main force, we should be prepared. And did we liberate that village? Yes.
We trust you, Liet.
Excellent. So we will move up to our base of operations right here.
Shahalud willing.
Let's see, I want another supply drop ready. The Harkonnens keep on fighting up here against the locals. And then our warriors are ready to go. I wonder if I actually want these guys to make the attack, and then these 2 units of warriors to attack Mimbat. Because if we take Mimbat, I don't know, Mimbat's not really feeding them any resources right now. But it had been one that we pulled away from them before. Egalmon is currently being liberated. Maybe that's enough of a distraction.
We're listening.
Alright.
We're going.
We'll move this army up. And then we will join by attacking Carthage here in the middle. So we've got our gear sabotage. We have our supply drops loaded. And then there's an option here, defense sabotage. Ah, I need somebody off Chome. But they're making me like a lot of money right now. Over here in the spacing guild. We'll see if it matters. There's a way that you can sabotage the enemy's main base defenses. And they just chose to fly away their units, so we attack.
What does Liet command?
All in. Any units who get injured can just pull back to heal at Pelsid. We heal so quickly.
We'll move fast.
And we'll cycle people around.
Command.
Yes.
And then the beautiful thing is that we've got skirmishers here. The skirmishers use explosive charges that have a 30% chance. Where is it? Demolition team. 30% chance to destroy 1 unit of armor. The base has 20 armor, which normally makes it almost impossible for units to damage. But once you cut that armor down to nothing, the siege happens much faster.
We'll help if we can.
We'll go for a quick supply drop right here. Oh, I used gear sabotage. Darn it. I will go for a quick supply drop now and reload it. I guess I'll reload gear sabotage as well. Okay. Carthag. Right now we're still just scratching the paint, but soon we'll be able to bite right in. We want to make sure to recommand our units to attack the base. They don't always want to just on their own. Harkonnen's building stealth drones to try and push us off. It's not very effective. I'll go for Spice Hegemony and then field work, because why not? The raid is coming in. They just don't. Nobody. This portion has taken more raids than I've ever seen. Okay. Group all of these guys together. What's nice about the game is that they're set up so that they allow subgroups. So you can have my Fedaykin are just my Fedaykin are group 3, but then everybody in the army is group 1. So if I command everybody all together, I press 1. If I want to command just the Fedaykin, I press 3. And it works out very well. If you want to spread the love, if you move away from the base for a second, then they start changing who they want to attack. They switch back. Sometimes they don't always switch back. And you can actually get damage spread across. But these little stealth drones, not doing it for the Harkonnens. I don't know if they're just short on budget at this point because they've been worn out for so long, or what necessarily is happening. Also, the sandworms always come in right here. Thankfully, oh, we got worm sign. Okay, make it across, make it across. You are a very important unit. Thank you. Sworn to fight to the death for Liet Kynes, but I do not want you to die just yet. Might as well investigate this crashed shuttle while it's on our map. Carthag down to half health. The Fedaykin really taking it on the chin. I think the worm will have left at this point. And we'll trade which Fedaykins are taking the brunt of the attack. No, the worm is still in the area. Okay, that has me worried. He's just hanging out right here. He knows. He's drawn to the sounds of the explosions, I believe. That would be the canonical answer. We do have another agent here for espionage. I think we placed this one in the Chome. Chome or counterintelligence. I'm torn between the two. Did we hit level 2? No, Space Skill is not yet level 2. That would allow us to sabotage their defenses to help us really get over the hump of breaking their defenses quickly. We're using supply drop to top on up right here. And then we'll slide on down. Be ready to make the attack. The worm is just persistent right in this location. Okay, we want to make sure that these units don't wear us out. So we have vanguards out of the Harkonnens. They're very flimsy units, but when units die around them, they become more powerful. So in the Harkonnen swarms, as long as they are the ones who survive to the end of it, they can be a formidable opponent. We'll catch these stealth drones. Extremely weak. I'm not sure why they're being built. Only 200 health means they go down so fast. And here, the unit with the star, that means they've hit the maxed experience. We have a very veteran army at this stage. Let's load up another supply drop to make sure that our units stay topped up. These Fedaykin can close. This unit of warriors, I would like to be able to pull back. Oh no! The Harkonnens cut a deal with the Landstrad. They have all the Landstrad guards who just came. There's only 600 health left on the base. We all in. All in on the base. It's the base race. It's the back door. Kill the Nexus. Win the game. Ooh. Beautiful stuff. Alright. We have a thumper, so the army will be able to travel by worm. We'll heal up here at Alifdad. We'll leave Pelthood as long as we can. It's got strong militia, strong missile battery presence. We can add in a recruitment office. Make sure we're not bleeding manpower the whole game. Can I get another one somewhere over here? Nope, they already all have them. Okay. Fine by me. So once we heal up, we need to find our next target. And the smugglers who attacked us, I think, are the perfect enemies. So we'll take the polar region away from them. That will drain away their water production. Then we will press into Sietch-Tuek. And finally, we will take Sasud as our base of operation to be able to launch our attacks, because it's easy to cycle units out to heal. And we will disrupt the rest of their base as much as they can.
We trust you, Liet.
As much as we can. Okay, what's our deficit? Oh, there's a rebellion. Ah, the rebel forces.
They don't belong here.
So rebellions only happen through espionage or if you are short on water. Unfortunately, so this one was triggered by espionage, but it is causing a water deficit across our empire, which could then snowball into a rebellion based on unrest from lack of water. We'll keep these guys walking for now. Actually, just press right into Dammer. And then here, our defense force, we really want to be able to reclaim the water production here. And quickly, because if you're low on water, the deficit, yeah. So, plus 50 supply drain for all units, minus 50% manpower production, and rebellion in your, or unrest in your villages could cause a snowballing effect of multiple rebellions. This is just militia forces. Should be very easy to attack this position. There we go. Captured. Back up on water. Back up on everything. Let's get him. This I think we just want to liberate. The Fremen are not able to utilize the polar sink. We are not able to build the water extractor, so we can't get the plus 50 water out of this region. It would be nice if we could, because then we could be allies with so many more of the little natives. They're gonna press us hard out here, aren't they? What would it take to be allies with you? Oh, you're gonna give me knowledge and manpower production. I accept. Well, I give you water and accept your friendship. We do the Fremen thing where we just spit on the table in front of them. And they're like, yes. We are best friends now. We didn't even lose a unit. The heavy militia, so good. Fantastic troopers. So we have a siege down here that, if we become friends with, gives us the additional knowledge. Let's do it. We have this one that gives manpower, and it's just kind of far away from everything. I don't care about you. Then we have this one that we just found that gives us more knowledge, but it's also trying to attack us over here. Do we care? I mean, as we saw, their raid didn't really do that much.
Lead us to freedom.
We'll just let it go. Ah, Atreides is down here, trying to accomplish something.
They'll meet our Chris.
But they are being raided by the smugglers? Yes. The smugglers are pillaging the Atreides outpost. We, meanwhile, are allies, or at least very friendly with this siege.
What does Liet command?
Got tired of that one attacking us. I have no love for Atreides, but I also don't want smuggler troops around. So we'll wipe them out right here. Chase them into their own territory. Activate supply drop so that we can heal up. Reload supply drop. And watch the carnage unfold. The war machine is in full force now. Come on, guys. Just one more unit to drop and then we're able to take the village. This one we also just liberate. The raiders are trying their luck yet again. I don't think it's going to work for you any better this time, guys. Give it up already. Knock this one out. Faction eliminated. Council is voting. Okay. Yeah, we just win these. So now we liberate over here. This is going to be our base. It's even neutral right now, so it'll be easier to capture. Only 2 little defenders. Looks like the smugglers have been using it as a location to just keep on pillaging repeatedly. So we will end the abuse of Sessad. Then the question is if we want to disrupt the rest of their smuggler empire, or if we just go straight up against the main siege. We should go over here to, where was it? Defense sabotage. So minus 50% power for the target main base and plus 50% damage received by the target main base. That means that it doesn't hit as hard and it takes a lot more damage. Are they finally going to respond? Looks like they would like to.
What does Liet command?
There could be a number of stealth units along with them. The key is to quickly destroy their teams with the demolition experts, because those guys are able to directly attack your unit's supply on top of their health, which makes them very dangerous. There we go.
Always stay alert.
Should be liberated here in a second. There's some turmoil going on. A village will rebel unless I take control of a new village or build 2 new buildings. Well, we are about to take control of a new village. I have 10 days. That should be enough to be able to capture this village. Unless these smugglers disrupt my plans. And we take control quite easily, I might add. Excellent. What's happening here? Oh. The enemy's main base has architectural surveys going on, which means it has 0 attack for the time being. So we will choose to leave 1 unit of warriors behind to capture the village, and everybody else, it's time to attack. Their main base is completely disabled. The architects are looking at the structural integrity of the siege. Like, yeah, you built that foundation in the sand. You gotta run some extra pylons here to support everything. Now we have our home base. What's the play right here? Probably missile battery. Supply drop. Stay healed up. The Fedaykin should do very well over here. We want to make sure that the wrecker crews, like I said, the ones who can damage your supply directly, go down. You guys need to start eliminating the base's armor. Otherwise there's going to be a problem. Worm sign. Oh, all the way out here. We keep on thwarting those raiders. You'd think they would get wise at some point.
We're listening. We will help if we can.
Okay, none of my units are regenerating supply, which I feel like they should be.
Liet? Yes, Liet. We trust you, Liet.
So we'll send them back to the village to make sure that the Fedaykin don't go flat on us in terms of supply. And then this is working so well. I mean, look at this. When the enemy's base is, their main gun is taken out by architectural surveys, it's easy to roll over them. Easiest thing in the world.
Lead us to freedom. Shah-Halud willing. Our grist knives are unsheathed.
Ah, there's worm sign here. So we need to be able to get out. Come on. Come on, get to the rocks. Alright, the worm is going to make things tough now. To be able to keep on cycling our units to heal. I have a number of units that are low on supply now.
We'll hunt them down. You will have.
Yeah, like these guys. They're down to just one supply. If you race the worm, will you make it? Or perhaps the cliffs are close enough that you will survive? Alright, that was a close one. The CH is down to 0 armor. These units are just sitting around. They don't understand what to do. The smugglers are so confused. How could the Fremen come and attack us while the architect was doing his surveys? We'll bring him back. Is the worm still there? I mean, I don't see any reason that the worm would have moved on. It keeps getting drawn into the explosions. Yeah, it's still there. The continued fighting is holding the worm's interest. These guys actually want to leave? Where are you going? They're running away. They're abandoning ship. The smugglers, they're demoralized. Their units are deserting. And we'll pop back to Sessad. What else did I want over here? Oh no, what's happening? Combat, rebellion. Ah, this rebellion. Okay. You guys have to disrupt this. And I will give you a lot of backing to be able to pull this off. Also, how much longer architectural surveys is going to last? Another 5 days? Long enough for me. Alright, Fremen warriors, hop in. Take your supply drop to heal up. Trade these Fedaykin back in. There it is.
We will help if we can.
They have been eliminated.
This path is dry.
So the architectural surveys pops up as a political resolution. It can be voted on and then inflicted on a specific player. It's just very random, and the chances that it comes up are few and far between. Very hard to rely on. But the fact that it just aligned, I like to think that Atreides specifically focused them because they knew that we were going to be launching the attack, and then we would be able to roll over them. So now it's just us and Atreides and endless rebels.
We will help if we can.
So we'll fall back here. I want to clear out this top bar to help out my OCD. Block that. Resource deficit, I don't care. Council vote, don't care. Combat, unrest. So I think things should balance out now. Why am I still short on water?
We're going.
I don't understand. You're only a 3 wind strength, but you can make me more water. At least a little bit. We'll let our units resupply, and then we've got 3 worms to be able to drive into the heart of Atreides' base. Is that the one? Did we never find Atreides? I guess we didn't.
Ready for patrol.
All right, Atreides is right over here. They have to be. This is their home spice, and then their base is going to be one space adjacent to it. Oh, at least our ornithopter's not too far away.
We'll look there.
Place your bets in chat on which space Atreides is actually going to be in. Okay, so that's another
We'll look
base.
there.
I don't think they would all be all the way against the edge of the map.
As fast as I can.
My guess is right up here. Oh, am I good or am I
We'll
good?
look there.
There's Erakin,
Agreed.
and we will swing round.
On our way.
All right. So, goal is knock them out of here,
We'll
knock them
look
out of
there.
here, capture this as our base to attack Erakin.
Lead us to freedom.
And that's that.
Send them to the shade.
Away we go. We have the wind trap here. Is there anything else that I want on this position? Not necessarily. This unassigned agent, I think, just goes counterintelligence for us. That way, if they try and do the rebellion instigations, we have a chance of capturing their agents, making it much harder for them to do so in the future. We've got so much money. We really should spend it somehow. Let's get the Chome branch. Some upgrades here. One way to upgrade or spend all your spare cash is to go into Chome shares, which give you victory points. But I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to knock over the Atreides base before we would win on victory points. You have to have 25,000 hegemony to win on VPs.
To the Fremens.
And we are right now at 12,000. We're well ahead of Atreides, but I don't think that's going to be our victory condition. Okay, so once we liberate this position, one of the reasons that we're so wealthy is that we gain money per neutral village. And so knocking over the enemy factions fully is just fueling all the neutral factions that are loosely associated with us. Oh, you want to raid? You want to raid me here at Shassad? I'm trying to think if I care. It's making me 3 Solari and 9 water, but it's costing me a little bit of Solari and manpower. I think we just let it go, honestly. We used it to dethrone the smugglers, and that's all it's useful for.
Lead us to free.
Okay, speed things up a little bit. Get things rolling. Once this village is liberated, we can worm ride to where we want to go next. So we'll settle off here in the desert. Throw down the thumper. Alright. There we go. Give myself a pause to lay it in. Make sure it covers all the units. And then... It's so cool that we get to do this. Roll right into Atreides territory. Let's go. My frames? What has you done with my frames? Okay, so Atreides has established this with an airfield and 4 militia. Pretty capable, but how do you guys stack up to the Fremen party bus? That's what I would like to know. Once we knock out the militia, I think this village we just go for liberating. It's the shield wall. The shield wall just gives you a couple victory points. It has nothing else good about it. Yeah, water cellar caravan. We can make some money off of those. These members of the Water Cellar Union go from village to village to sell precious water. That's kind of nice. You mouse over, you get the little description in the corner. I feel like the UI in this game, aside from missing a minimap, is premium. Like everything, it doesn't feel like early access, right? Everything feels very finished, very polished. Little glows when you hover over. Excellent choice of balance of color and dark and contrast, ease of readability. I mean, it's just firing on all cylinders. But it is hard. It's hard at times with the zoom and the camera angle to be able to see the information you want. See there, the unit portrait is like competing with the village portrait. And if it's in the right angle, I can't see the progress bar. But minor things, minor things. Speed things up a little bit more. Biting deep into Atreides territory. Once this is liberated, I mean, we'll have knocked off 2 of their villages. Direct path. We haven't even seen their military. I wonder if they are, like, heavily harassed by local Fremen. The Sietch freedom fighters going in and liberating all these villages. But they're letting us just march right in, so don't mind if I do. This one is the one that we want to capture. It's going to start off with a maintenance center and a wind trap. We can knock over the listening post and put up a missile battery to be able to help us shell Arrakeen. I mean, it can't actually attack the building, but it can hit all of the defenders. It'll be well in range of the defenders if we choose to fight them. Feed our units some free experience here, knocking over the militia. This time, we're probably going to have to use defense sabotage to make a dent against their final stronghold. Last time it was just very fortunate that the smugglers had the architectural surveys going on. Play for taking control here. And besiege the village. We've still not seen Atreides' army. Where is Atreides' army? I know they have them. I mean, we killed like 50 Harkonnen units to be able to take Carthage. So what is Atreides doing with their men? Let's research High Command to be able to gain extra well, let's do... We could take the Sietch network. Dune Mastery, Paracompass, Lay of the Land. Army Logistics? Army Logistics actually seems pretty... Oh no! We were on the research screen and the sandstorm comes in to take out our units. Devastating. Look at this. You can't even see them. Okay, it is blowing away. So did we make it? Did everybody survive? 2 units of Fedaykin. 3 units of warriors, 1 unit of skirmishers. Okay. So we're set. But we are low on water. How did I get low on water? And somebody's raiding me? Yeah, somebody's raiding me. I don't care about the scientist. To be able to counteract our water woes... Oh, this one already has a water production. Plus, I think it's plus 12 here. Yeah, it'll be plus 12 here. So once we can take this, we'll have plenty of water. I can knock over the listening post. We'll add a militia just for good measure. And then we want to be able to grab missile battery as close as we can to Arrakeen. There we go. So as long as we fight within this zone, any enemies will be shelled by the missile battery. I want to check in on the raid. They're doing so well. My defenders. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let it build. Is there another building that we would like here? Probably. Yeah, we would like a army base. That will give us plus 20% power on our units. So they're going to be super tanky and fit and ready for battle. There it is. Military base. Military base going up. Attackers moving in. Supply drop being worked on by our Fremen agents. Fedaykin leading the charge. Once everybody is in position, I'm going to go for defense sabotage. It only lasts 2 days, which is a little unfortunate. I wish that you got a bit more duration out of it. But it is what it is. Spread the units out. The reason that I do this is because the missiles do have splash damage. And if you have units stacked right on top of each other, it'll be able to attack both at once. So here, we click on the Fedaykin. When the missile hits, they don't go down. The warriors right now are getting shelled, but that's okay. We've got the supply drop to top everyone off. And Arrakeen is falling swiftly. Question is when the Atreides army is going to sweep in to save the day. But if they are amassing somewhere, we don't yet see them. Let's throw in the supply drop to be able to top off here. Update the supply drop again. I feel like this is basically the victory march. I don't think there's anything that Atreides could do to be able to throw us off the victory path right here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I don't think they've got a chance. Well, it was not a very fast time in terms of the ongoing competition for a speed win. But it was a very fun game. Gave us a handle of the Fremen units. I would kind of like to run it back and see if we can improve. Play another quick game right after this. Raid is detected. I don't care. We're going to destroy them. March things up to 2x. Unfortunately, when you speed the game all the way up to 2x, the audio cues just kind of get weird. Like, they get really faint. But Arrakeen is going to bite the dust here. Bite the sand. 7k health left. Fedaykin, warriors, skirmisher combo. The skirmisher unit is in there because it'll destroy the base's armor. And then our Chris knives cut through it like butter. So what do you guys think? If we run it back, are we going to be able to win? Are we going to be able to win in faster than 11 months? I know we can. I know we can do way better than 11 months. I think we could get it into 6 months. Easy. Our opening was garbage this time. Yeah, you are the last faction standing, and now are in control of Arrakis. GG. I think we're gonna go right in for a take 2 here. Load up the Fremen. Take Mother Ramallo. And yeah, I'll still take Stilgar. Map size, medium. AI difficulties, medium. CH hostility, high. These are the parameters for the ongoing fast win competition that the community is doing. It's part of the Dune Spice Wars Discord. If you're interested in the game and want to see more, I recommend the Discord. It's pretty active right now. And the leaders on it, also pretty active. To be able to put out news and talk about strategy. And then just a bunch of fun Dune memes and whatnot. Alright, here we go. So, speed things up. Right out the gate, we got our Spice Field. We have to rush that. Our opener is Warrior Skirmisher. Off of Warrior Skirmisher, we'll go straight in for the village.
Always stay alert.
And we'll let the Ornithopter scout around a little bit. Here in the wide world, we have this spice that will take us more toward the center of the map and be our second field. So we will scout around to be able to try and advance in that direction. The enemy here had 2 range units, so we should be able to roll over that fairly easily. We'll zip on up. Ah, we have hit the deep desert. Okay, that's not great. But yeah, these positions would be pretty far away for a quick expansion. So maybe we'll slide on back and try and find something right around the CH to grab as a second village, just so that we can be a little bit faster. Trying to play very much optimized for time right now. So we scout around the CH. I want to find just a village directly adjacent.
Agreed.
This one is very close. It could be the winner.
Received.
Yep, it has won. You have won the sweepstakes to be occupied by the Fremen army of Liatkines.
We're listening.
Pull these guys back. Immediately initiate spice production. Excellent work. Out of our research, we go local dialect studies, so lower authority to annex villages, lower cost to buildings, and then local hubs, increased knowledge gain.
We'll get them.
You guys are going to go straight in. Yeah, we're able to occupy this village immediately. And we have a 4 and a 5 wind strength start.
What do you need?
That's pretty nice. We're right up against the edge of the map here. We do have another spice field right here. And another spice field right here. Oh, if we were not playing for the ultra rapid win, maybe we still do it. Like, this is such a good start. We could have 4 spice fields incredibly early and then just be wealthy beyond belief.
Ready for
All right.
patrol.
I've talked myself into it. It's too good not to
We'll
play.
look there.
Run on over here, my boys.
The invaders will
We don't
fall.
want to feed the worms just yet.
We'll
All right.
look for invaders there.
Take this over. Get a look at what the authority cost is going to be to annex this spice field. It shouldn't be too bad. At least I hope not. Speed things up a little bit more. Once we take this, our units kind of just sit for a bit. But that's okay. We're going to go Plascrete here. And then you have spice production up. Plascrete over here as well. And then I want to get an extra crew on you as quick as I can. If we open up the spice ledger, we can improve our ratio a little bit and still make the bribe,
All clear.
the initial bribe.
Received.
We'll slide over here to see what this village is like. If we set this one up as a support village, it could be nice, especially if this is some rare earth materials. Would be desirable. 74 authority. It's going to be a second before we get to that, but it shouldn't be too bad to be able to work up to. Also, if we scout this out, we would be able to pillage it if we don't want to incorporate it into our empire. Okay, so we got Plascrete factories going up in both locations. I think I want wind or water production, so the wind traps on both as well. Here's Observatory Mountain. 100% Plascrete factory resource production. That doesn't interest me too much.
I wait.
If I wasn't playing for the rapid win, it would interest me a lot more. Now I want you to scout this region. And then these regions after that.
What does Liet command?
Okay, so this one is only 54 to be able to add in. Wind strength of 3. Oh, I needed to see what the resource this is. Come back. Ornithopter, come back. Water right here. We are missing the resource. We get our agent, very first agent, goes to Arrakis. Infiltration, that gives us extra authority production and the ability to go and pop the little goodie baskets that are littered around Arrakis. Like we can go here. Extract the find from the Water Sellers Union. Water Seller Caravan, I should say. Can I go 50-50? Yes, I can go 50-50. Excellent. The next play here, I think, is taking the upgrade here and also going water. It's a 4 wind strength. Yeah, we'll do that. I would also like a little bit more manpower. Add a unit to the force. Hey, we did find rare earth materials.
As fast as I can.
That's very good. Makes me very happy to see. We go structured warehouses then, and then survival trading.
We will help if we can.
Honestly, we could go right against it to try and
What
grab
does Liet command?
those rare earth materials.
You will have it.
Let's do it. And then this village, I want to be a support village, so we go for a maintenance center as soon as we can afford it.
The desert will surprise you.
Weaving in through the rocks here should keep us safe from the worms, which is nice as well.
We will help if we can.
Let's see how quickly we're able to chew through the militia. 3 units to 2 is going to be a close one. But they have chosen to spread their damage. Yep, I think we win this. Easy. Get us my maintenance center. Okay. Nice improvements on the villages. Moving in to be able to take our next prize. We'll take control. And then, yes, 74 authority to get out to the second spice field. But this is a very early take for the second spice field. I want to just clear these, get them out of the side window here. Add-on, Plascrete Factory. Yeah. There's a sandstorm blowing in. We should be safe in the village, in whichever direction it chooses to go. And this one's going to be 73 to capture. So we go Spice Field first, then we come out here, and then we move forward. And then, if we don't have a direct line toward one of our enemies, we go for this Spice Field as well. At least I think that's going to be the play. And we should have a lot of money that way. Be very wealthy to be able to leverage some of our highest level units quickly. At least that will be the hope. Also being able to leverage supporting some strong infrastructure. Probably going a lot of research hubs to be able to afford the higher level techs quick. And this agent goes right into infiltration, giving us max generation on our intel. This is local hubs, so that'll be a knowledge boost. What else do I want here in the Asaran Plains? Well, I would like to be able to get the temple. Yeah, the Shaihulud temple right here. Maybe we'll wait to try and afford that. Now it's 83 to capture. I believe it goes up because of how many villages we control. That's one of the scaling factors to try and slow down your expansion. Oh, and this also has rare earth elements. It's so good. This is one of the best starts I've ever seen. Let's slip along to the side right here. Start attacking these guys. Fortunately, our skirmishers are drawing fire from the ranged militia, so the enemy's damage is split. They're doing a lot of damage, though. But then once we pin them down, they're not able to use their range attack anymore. And we're able to win. Chome loans. No thank you. I prefer my resources exactly the way they are. Do I think the Fremen are going to be the Zerg rush of the game? In some people's hands, yes. I think there's definitely going to be people doing the worm ride straight at the enemy and then try and disrupting enemies extremely early.
We're ready to hunt.
It's kind of hard to build up a large force because of upkeep costs and water. But yeah, if you're playing multiplayer and you're up against a Fremen player, I mean, you're probably always going to be up against one. But I would definitely look out for worm riders rocking in and just taking some of your outlying villages. I'm going to be very interested to see the balance of multiplayer. Hopefully we get a couple balance patches in early access before we go to multiplayer. I feel like things are in a pretty solid state right now, but I'm worried about like Atreides' political victories, where just having high Lancerat standing means that they don't have to care about any other requirements to be elected to the really powerful charters and governorship. Like, that's unfair. And then I'm also a little worried about Fremen with such strong early game units being able to Zerg rush people down. Seems like double warrior grabs most any village in the first 15 minutes. Oh yeah, easy. Easy. I like taking the skirmisher just because it's a little cheaper, and I like getting some experience on them, but then the next unit we're going to add is going to be warrior here. Over here in Adlat, no, I was adding the temple. Also this building. Shai Hulud Temple, plus 20% resource production in this village and all adjacent villages. And you can just start with it. That's pretty insane. Sprinting them into someone's first spice field is mega disruptive. Yeah, and that's the thing. With the worms, they start with 3 thumpers. So they can literally sprint straight into someone's first spice field. They can just rush the Ornithopter out and then worm ride right into the spice field. Take it away. You can't pay your spice tax, and you're just sad for the rest of the game, right? We'll see how it really plays out. Maybe they'll find a way to limit it, or maybe it will be fairly punishing on their side to try and attempt something like that. I'm not sure exactly how it would play out without being able to test it against another player.
Always stay alert.
But you could probably ruin one player's day, and whether or not your day would then also be ruined, I don't know. The fact that you could just immediately go to spice production out of that village seems pretty hilarious to me. Alright, come on guys.
We're ready.
Oh, I need to focus here. Okay. I guess we were not in that worm's mouth. That was a close one. We'll capture over here. Oh no, the raiders are coming out. Alright, well it was about time that we added a warrior anyway. And then to be able to support that, we need to get some recruitment offices going. Alright, recruitment office. Recruitment office. Capture. Get the rare earth elements out. Alright, try and save Adlat.
Always stay alert.
Do I worm ride across? I could. Let's auto the Ornithopter a little, but I do want to send them out. Probably start checking the spice fields to find where the enemy's home spice fields are.
The desert will surprise you.
Let these guys heal up just a little bit more.
A nice spot for an ambush.
Now walk out into the desert, place down the thumper.
We will help if we can.
Come on over here.
Yes, Liet. We'll move fast.
Unassigned agent. You're going to go to the Spacing Guild, be able to get that rolling for us. For development here, I think that we go to Ground Command. No. I want Arrakis Secrets and then Ground Command. Ground Command improves our unit cap, and Arrakis Secrets improves our spice production.
We'll get them. What does Liet command?
Did my thumper cancel? My thumper canceled.
We'll wait
Great.
there.
Liet,
I guess I'll just run these guys in. It's just 2 ranged enemies.
hunt them down.
Oh, it's so close. Alright, I'm worried. Place thumper. Pick destination.
Arrakis is our home.
Hop on. Get there a little faster. Supply shenanigans seem like they're going to be way more fun with human players. Yeah, because the AI seems to be able to cheat with its resources. So like cutting off their water never seems to like really punish them. Cutting off whatever doesn't seem to punish them as much. Fremen coming out from the deep desert in 4 different places at once seems pretty tough for conventional armies to match. It depends on what stage in the game, right? I feel like at some point the air bases actually do better than the Fremen Worm Riders. Tricking people into following you deep into the desert and then worming away seems real dumb / fun. Yes, the fact that you can just execute the Great Escapes does sound incredible.
We'll hide our tracks.
Are these guys gonna go down? They're not looking too good. Oh no. Oh, we keep getting these abysmal starts. Alright, I'm not above safe scumming to try. And let's see. Game time was at 15. Save date was 6 minutes ago. 6 minutes is a while. Yeah, we'll play it.
Arrakis is our home. Yes, Liet.
But I am interested in what kind of shenanigans human players are going to come up with for the Fremens and the Worm Riding. 3 health. We're gonna lose the village over 3 health. Incredible.
Always stay alert.
We'll move. Liet.
Taking position.
Alright, we'll move back in. Train the extra warriors. You want to be able to have a processing plant. You also want plascrete and then processing. Just lots of love that needs to get poured in over there. I guess I can't technically take the village until this timer ticks off.
On the lookout.
So we can fall back, speed things up. Should probably get some militia out here as well. A little bit, so that a repeat doesn't happen. Why does what does the donkey do in the Fremen army? I couldn't figure out what their utility is. So they're actually incredible. What they do is they have a toggle in the corner that will then switch between making camp, and then they'll set up a little camp that's mobile, and your units around it will heal and regenerate their supply out of combat. So they become a mobile support piece, and they pack up and set up instantly. They also have pretty high health, but they have low damage. So in combat, they're not very good, but out of combat, they are a way to be able to heal up your units without you owning a base. So then you can kind of either take a surprise route to attack an enemy, or set up really close to combat and be able to cycle your units around with healing. It's pretty fun.
What does Liet command? They don't belong here.
We'll pin these enemies down. This one also wanted... Where were you? Processing plant. Are they viable for main base sieges? Yes, they are. They're actually... I mean, I think that's their best case use, is the main base sieges. Do you need more juice? Nope, just set up one and then have it... So it only heals your units if they're out of combat, right? You're going to have to still cycle them out like you would if you had a convenient village nearby. But they heal fast. They don't heal as fast as a main village, but they heal fast. And yeah, I think they're the best piece for being able to siege down villages. We'll try and use some here. Be able to show them off. Alright, we're able to take this one. Get our spice production back online. We have enough plascrete to be able to afford going back in here. This time, we're not going to make the same mistake. Establish our militia.
What do you need?
Yeah, Ornithopter's been on auto. He found Harkonnen and Atreides right next to each other. That's beautiful to see.
As fast as I can.
May they fight each other to death before I get there. I've never actually seen an AI conquer an enemy base on their own. But there could always be a first.
Yes.
We'll group everybody together here. Bunch up, and then push on out to be able to gain our next spice field. Okay. So this is coming along. This is looking good. This one... Right now we're playing pretty wealthy. We can move our spice report off. We'll go 70-30 right now. Honestly, 80-20, because I forgot we were just setting this one up. So we'll get that up. Then we'll go Plascrete Factory.
Arrakis is our home.
From here, can we go straight in? Yes.
On the lookout.
Once our units all clump up, we'll go straight in. This position wants a maintenance center.
We're listening.
Ah, we finally found the worm sign.
We're going.
Alright, we'll let the supply tick up. AIs will grab bases at insane difficulty. I need to try an insane run. I played a fair bit on hard, and then I've done a number of runs on normal to try and get a feel for the speed win challenge. I just don't feel like I'm very good at the speed win.
We'll get
There's
their water.
something I'm missing to access that next level of a quick win. But the insane difficulty sounds interesting.
What does Liet command?
Alright, once we siege this down, we get our third spice field with a fourth one adjacent to us. Such a good start. Raid is detected, coming in over here. Well, my friends, you want to come back? Say hello to my missile battery. Cancelled. Missile battery.
The
There we
desert will surprise you.
We'll take this over.
Arrakis is our home.
Alright, now we're back. We're rolling. We're rolling again. What do I want over here? This one was going to be... Oh, you needed more crew. I have good manpower production right now. We are repulsing the raiders, sending them back to the desert. That's without the missile battery even being constructed. There we go. Yeah, the best I've seen for the AIs attacking enemy bases is I've seen damage. I've seen the AIs damage each other's bases, but not fully knock one over. They were never competent enough for that. I had the Harkonnens attack my base directly one time.
Liet?
We'll wait.
It didn't go
then.
very well for them, but they tried. So I give them kudos for that. They're the only ones who have tried it. Let's go temple. And let's go full militia. Protect the spice. You're producing manpower. You are going to get a spice silo. I guess you don't have to. I might go for manpower production right here. Yeah, we'll go recruitment office. I would like you to have a spice silo.
We're
And then we can capture this one.
Liet?
We have really good authority production because if we
They don't
remember,
belong
we're taking
here.
Stilgar, which is giving us authority per exploited spice field. And because we have so many of them, our authority production is actually very high right now. High enough to be able to sustain this early aggression. But we certainly need a little bit more manpower production to get the crews on our harvesters. Let's see, what's the next play? More efficient with water? Most likely. The other option is going into the spying logistics. Let's be a little more efficient with water and then delve into our spies.
Arrakis is our home.
Alright, you can fall back.
We'll move fast.
And you can add in recruitment office. We do have worm sign. Okay, so now I want to be able to pin down as many of these enemies as possible. Ooh, they're going to take us out. Okay. We need to get in here. Pin them down.
Yes.
And then I don't know if I want to push them back. I think I have to hold them here because there's the worm in the desert. So they have been caught out at 7 health. Oh my gosh. I mostly lose to the influence win condition at insane, but I suspect that human players will mostly be knocking each other off if Northgard is any indication. Yeah, all the human players, they mostly just care about the Dominion victory. Dominion or it didn't happen. But it'll still be interesting to see how the multiplayer meta evolves. I'm very excited for what will be in store for us. Okay, so you're getting manpower production. You are being captured. You lose to the influence win condition. You mean victory points or elected governor of Dune? I'm not sure which one you're considering the influence condition. Let's choose this.
We're ready to hunt the invader.
Rejoin our units together, and then take a look at this. So we've got Harkonnen out here.
All clear.
I think our push is just take this, and then we're right up against the Harkonnens. Especially, is this Carthag? Ah, it is?
As fast as I can.
What? That's
Agreed.
fantastic. Okay, so this will just become a military base to prevent enemies from advancing.
As fast
Then we
as I
take here,
can.
we hit Carthag, and then we go for Atreides. Alright, so move everybody back here. Victory points. Election tends to be easy to counter with Rush.
We will help
Election?
if we
I don't know.
can.
If you... Atreides is just
We'll
this
wait.
sleeper. I feel like they're going to be a menace in multiplayer, because as long as they turtle and hang on, and then give themselves high Landstrat standing, which they just naturally do very well, they're always going to have the political victory option in their back pocket. But we'll see. It could be that there's a counter that it's going to be very easy, and I'm just not thinking of it. Or it could be that the multiplayer games just end up playing out very differently, focused on other things. It's still fun to speculate. Let's see. What's the other addition that I want here? Nothing is particularly... Oh, I want water. A 6 wind. 6 wind and spice all together. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, I need my ornithopter to investigate this.
Received.
Otherwise, I cannot capture it myself, but we're not going to let the Harkonnens have it, that's for sure.
The trap is
Drive them away. Gain some experience points. Get the ornithopter to scout it out for us. I'll chase a little bit. I'm not scared. Carthag can even shoot a few missiles at me. They stood and fought. There we go, we got him. Alright,
You
we'll
must
fall
go
back
now.
to be able to heal up, but then we want this. And this is honestly close enough. It could be our base to make an attack. It could be. So we go another warrior. That gives us 3 units of warriors and a skirm. That's almost enough to go ahead and go right at Carthag. We'll see. We do want to start getting more crews on these harvesters. So we need more manpower. Recruitment office. Our spice this early in the game is insane. Insane. We can go for a little more here on the harvesting team. So we're 2 crews short here. And that's it. So 100 manpower short right now.
Liet.
And we got our new warriors. Very good. Did I have a missile battery out here? I did. I wonder if we want militia here. I mean, better safe than sorry, right? What is the minimum viable rush? Like 3 warriors rotating 2 demo guys? The minimum viable would be 3 warriors, 1 demo guy, I would say. I
Yes.
guess the question then becomes, is that really viable?
Arrakis is our
It's
home.
viable if the enemy
What does
doesn't
Liet
have many
command?
units. But yeah, three warriors and then the demo
Yes.
guy to cut the armor. And that's your rush. If you have operations support with like supply drop, and so then you beat the enemy army, and then you're fighting the base, you can sustain against the base and take it out in a reasonable time. Let's see what we're able to do here.
Arrakis is
We're going
our
to try and make it
home.
work. And then the next push that we want is support structures. Oh, we're going... Alright. Forget this stuff. Cancel. Yeah. And cancel this. And take this. I want support structures to be able to have the caravan.
Liet.
Okay, we're still waiting for that to take over, but we have the authority to be able to capture it. So we're in good standing. Then we want spice silos. That'll give us an extra 20% spice production from 3 of our fields, because that was just the miracle location adjacent to 3 separate spice fields. You really don't see that every day. So good. We can make things a little easier on ourselves by recruiting another warrior. That feels like a good idea. So that bumps us up to 23 command points out of 28 available. If we start getting some upgrades in the base, we can do even better. By, say, taking the command post, but that's not available yet, so we go barracks. We're wealthy. We can afford the upkeep on the barracks. I want to upgrade you, and then I want to get the plascrete factory. Keep things going quickly here.
What does Liet command?
Push on in. Be able to take Mardad. Everything ends in dad.
Arrakis is our home.
I know it's supposed to be like very Middle Eastern. Middle Eastern
We will
inspired.
help if we can.
Alright,
We
we'll run
won't
these
waste
guys up.
time.
We will succeed where the Harkonnens failed in capturing this village. And then once it's ours, it'll be a excellent springing off point. Here we go.
What does Liet command?
Alright, we'll hop on up here. Let's see. What are the other advancements we would like to make? A missile battery over here in Rawalin. Yeah, probably. Be able to go here. Mardad. Plascrete? Or do I go... No, Mardad goes straight to a missile battery. It's not really close. Okay, okay. So here's the question. Do we want a missile battery that doesn't overlap with Carthag, or do we want a military base for plus 20% power to all military units in the region and its neighbors? So we just hit 20% harder. You're struggling with the tooltip on the spice silos. It says maximum 1, but can't figure out what that refers to. It refers to the bonus that they provide. So basically it means spice silos apply to the region and their neighbors, and it means that only one spice silo, they don't stack. So I have a spice field here. I can't build silos here, here, and here to get a 60% bonus. I only build one to be able to cover it, and then I'm getting the max bonus. I could be wrong if it's bugged in early access, but that's how it's intended to play.
We'll hide our tracks.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a raid. We don't know how big the raid is. That's fine. We'll let the raid sit. Oh, we're waiting for these guys to come on in. All right. I'll let Carthag rest a little longer, so I have the full force all together.
Arrakis is our home.
And
Yes,
these
Liet.
guys. We're building our military up. Were there some crews we were missing? Yes. We needed 100 manpower on these crews. Anything else? No, now they are maxed. Excellent. The next update... The next thing that we're looking for is probably another improvement in the main sietch. We're getting support structures, which will unlock the command post and the coolons. Oh, is this? This is excellent water. Yeah.
Liet, we'll
Alright, let's
hide
go.
our tracks.
And let's see how this works. It's a pretty long trek back to Mardad, but we can start whittling them down, I think. Maybe Atreides is giving them some trouble.
Arrakis is our home.
They don't seem to have spammed out nearly as many units as they had last time.
We won't waste time.
So that's good to see.
We're listening.
Now we'll let them get a little bit lower, because as soon as you move away from the base only attacks the unit that is closest to it. So even if you're on death's door, you take a half step back, they don't care about finishing you off. They'll let you escape.
Yes,
So like
Liet.
there, we're down to 144. We'll move back. And then out of you, I want to be able to get more plascrete. More plascrete, more manpower, more water, etc., etc. Here come their units, finally. So we supply drop for that. And then we want to be able to focus them down. So we'll use these guys. I also don't want the unit that's fighting them to be hit by the base. Alright, that's working out pretty well for us actually. Feeding us some nice experience out of the Harkonnens. Excellent combat training exercise.
Yes.
And we want to keep on hitting the base. It's down to 9 armor, so we're actually making headway. So, here you go, Alexander. Well, I guess I'm up to 4 warriors, aren't I, instead of 3. But, it's working fairly well so far. Again, we pull back a little bit so that the unit fighting the enemy guards is not getting hit by the base. And we go after him. We'll be able to focus him down and still able to keep some pressure up on the base. Fantastic. I don't need both of you splitting off. So... Attack. Attack. Slide over. Attack. Reload the supply drop. And then out of here, Mardad. Mardad, what's good? I wanted... What was it? Manpower. Yeah, recruitment office. Thank you. These guys spawned in. It's down to 0. With the base down to 0, the, what are they, the skirmishers? The skirmishers don't have to focus on it anymore.
We'll take them by surprise.
And then we should probably pull some units back to heal. We'll pull 2 units back to heal. We're still waiting for the supply drop to refresh. Ooh. Okay, so they got their gunners up. Alright, we'll come around. We'll pull off away from the base a little bit. Oh no, they got more. They got more. Okay, now we fall back. We'll bring these units back up. We're ready to activate a supply drop if we need it. Okay, so they need to be able to heal. These 2 incoming have to peel off the enemies. And then we go supply drop. Just stay healthy. There we go, should be able to focus them down. With supply drop. Maybe? Have the Harkonnens repulsed us? I feel like we should fall back and regroup at this point. They have enough units on the field that we should just fall back and handle the units. Okay, keep coming, keep coming.
Always stay alert.
Alright, so they're out there with the worm right now. Okay, we have to pull back a little bit more. The worm sign is going to drive us back, but I'd love the worm to be able to eat some Harkonnen. Yes! They've been lured in. The sands of Arrakis. Take that. Oh. Okay, once we grab this... Alright, we don't want to be worm food now. But I do want my skirmishers just to finish these guys for me, please. One bomb, one bomb. There it is. Now just hold back, heal up. So Carthage was dropped to about a quarter health there. Not bad. Not bad for our very first push here, still early in the game. The next addition that we like to see is... It could actually be a research hub? Is it the research hub? Maybe it is. I'll take the research hub. And then this unit had the spice silos. These guys, I wanted to see some spice silos. Excellent. And then this had like full defenses, right? I guess not. I guess it got raided, but it held out. So we missed it, but we survived. We want Call to Arms here to be able to get our Fedaykin. It's going to be a full month before it researches. But that's okay. Here's the crazy thing, guys. The current record speed win. The guy wins in 12 days. 12 days from now, he's won the game through Dominion by knocking out all the other factions. I feel like we've been playing pretty well this time. And we are not through a single a single enemy region. I guess we did get slowed down at the beginning a fair bit. Maybe this isn't really our exemplary speedrun game. It still seems crazy that you would be able to just win in the next 12 days. Alright, we'll knock out these troops. Once they're down, we're going to go for sieging the town. Ah, some Fremen freedom fighters coming in across. I don't like this. They're running toward my village. Why are you running toward my village? The Harkonnens are all around you. They're stealing your world's precious spice, and you want to knock me out? I'm the Fremen. All right.
They don't belong here.
That's fine. Let's go after them. Once we knock these guys out, we'll go back on putting pressure on Carthage. Hopefully their next raid will actually be against the spice field here. Village is under siege. Oh, that's us, yes. Yes, it is under siege. It's technically under siege, but it's not a problem.
Wait there.
It's not a problem at all. So our production is looking good all around. Our spice production is so high. We grab command post here. And then we're waiting on call to arms to be able to grab the Fedaykin. And then we're going to phase out our warriors in favor of Fedaykin. They're way more powerful. You would love to see an RTS that doesn't converge into a few specific metas. Really excited to see if various win conditions here might shake it up a bit. I think it could. I think it certainly could. I've not played too much Northgard to know the developers' take on RTS, but I played a lot of Wartales, and I really like the developers from that. So I have faith in them that they're going to make consistent balance changes and just bring a premium product all around. Have you played a lot of Northgard, Alexander? There we go. We got everybody hammering away here on Carthage. Carthage, if you leave it long enough, I'm not sure what the timer is, but it is able to reset its armor. It's hard to see that happening in light of 8-minute rushes. Ah, we'll see. We'll see what you ends up evolving. The one thing is that with 4 factions and the asymmetrical gameplay, I know that that's just a nightmare to balance games around. Like, you rarely see solid balance with those kind of settings, but there's only a few factions. You have multiple win conditions and asymmetrical gameplay. It's very hard to balance. We'll pull the skirms back a little bit. Enemies keep on spawning like right out here. We want the skirms to be ready to help out. Like this. Like exactly what just happened. Oh, they're running away? I mean, I'll let them run away. I'm not sure why they think that's the move they need to make. We'll load up supply drop here. Northgard Guard is super fun to me. So do you recommend it, Righteous Power? Should I try out Northgard?
Always stay alert.
Here they come. Alright, we'll pin down the gunners. We'll move our skirms back a little bit. I'll try and cut these guys off. We got 1 unit healing. It's like relaxing but challenging at the same time somehow. Yeah, I feel like that's what Dune is promising to deliver. Is a chill RTS experience where it's not all about like high-paced micro. Like you see the StarCraft excellent players, right? And they're giving so many orders to units all at once to get them to focus fire, do exactly what they need to do. And you just don't have to do that with Dune or Northgard. It's more like sit-back style that seems possible here. Yeah, I feel like that's the developer's design philosophy for RTS here. Oh, we do have another agent. I don't want to miss anything on this top bar. Let's see. We had somebody captured. Somebody was captured? Load up supply drop. Let's see where these CHs are. This one is giving authority. I don't care. This one is so far away. I have no idea how. Oh, I guess they keep on raiding me over here. Okay, they give me Plascrete. I don't care. Council vote. I don't care about any of those. Mission succeeds. Operation detected. Comms request.
How can I help?
Okay. Smugglers don't necessarily like me. Righteous Power says it's worth trying. It's less combat focused than something like this, but all the factions are cool. How many factions does Northgard have right now? I saw they recently released, what were they calling it? Rat Clan?
Yes, Liet. They don't
With that many Harkonnens, I think we pull back.
belong here.
I think that's the call to fall back. Regroup. Fight them outside of their main base.
Yes, Liet.
We'll wait there.
Yeah, yes. The Harkonnens love a good chase. But that is their undoing. They have walked into the Fremen trap. They don't stand a chance, man to man.
Help if we can.
We're ready.
Okay.
Hunt the
I think we're
invaders.
right on the edge of their missile batteries here.
We must go now.
Alright. We're able to defeat them. We'll let our warriors heal up. We have a supply drop already loaded. Already in the chamber. So we'll move on from Mardad back into Carthage. Ooh, there's a worm sign. Oh, gosh. Alright, we'll let the worm pass. We'll let... Arrakis takes its tax. No hate, though. It's a solid game. They deserve the support. Oh, the factions are $6 each, and there's 15 of them? There's 6 base, 15 total. You just play with the main base ones, but I bought a horse one because I like horses. Alright. I'll have to give it a look. Because the developers, Shiro Games, you show me the exclamation point and then you give me half a second to be able to react.
We're listening. Yes, Liet.
Well, we're going to have to take a little bit to recover from that one, but that's fine.
Arrakis is our home.
Have you guys played any of Wartales? Because it's always gotten me. There's a trailer in Wartales. There's like a completely different style of game, right? It's a turn-based RPG. You're a little party who walks around on the map. You do things completely different than Northgard or Dune. But
Waste time.
in their early access reveal trailer, they had a giant black dragon. It's like a land serpent in the hazy background of the trailer. And I'm thinking that with the game tech of implementing the worms here in Arrakis, we could be seeing something like that drop up in Wartales. And it just has me very excited. Extremely, extremely excited. There's no confirmation that it's going to be anything like what I just described, or that there will be any similarity whatsoever, but the studio has the tech to run the sandworms. And I feel like it would translate almost one-to-one to the Wartales overmap. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know for sure, but the possibility is there. What else do we want here? Maybe a little bit of knowledge production. We're pretty well off in terms of monetary support, so just a little bit faster research I think would be nice.
We'll help if we can.
And, you know, a little bit less getting eaten by worms. Also, very nice. Development research, we got call to arms, so this means we can start training our Fedaykin. We're going to go outpost logistics, spice market, advanced engineering. The outpost logistics is going to give us, basically it's going to improve our bottom line in terms of Solari production. With more Solari, it's going to be easier to support the Fedaykin upgrade. And we can say goodbye to some of these flimsy warriors. Unfortunately, the sandworms ate my veteran warriors. I've got all the guys at level 1 now. Means they're a little bit less durable. Okay, so the damage is actually spread out pretty even here. We'll throw our supply drop.
The desert will
The only
surprise you.
remaining veteran unit is our skirmisher, our most veteran unit. At 187 experience.
This is our home.
Yeah,
Yes.
the skirmisher is the most experienced unit. It's also the weakest, but hey,
On the look.
they gotta do what they gotta do. Military base support so we get our extra attack power. We're just chewing through Carthage right here. They were not able to regen their armor, or we've gotten very lucky on the skirm attacks. Either way, I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. Once we blow through Carthage, we'll be feeling good. We'll be feeling very good. They have the full leveled harvester. I mean, it is a little painful. I understand that they have to let the AI cheat for it to be competitive, but it's a little painful to see it just blatantly ahead of you.
We'll move fast.
And then, you know, do silly things with like just dancing their units back and forth while you're knocking over their base. But
We won't waste time.
we gotta win somehow. Great. Crossing the sand here. Claims another one. Alright, we're not doing this again. We're not picking a village that's this far away from the main base. Also, there's a safer path right by the rocks, but I never take it.
Liet,
So now these guys need to fall back.
we won't waste time.
We'll run it this
We
way
won't waste
around,
time.
and hopefully they
We're
survive.
going.
No, this way.
Move fast.
So they'll come all the way
Yes,
around.
Liet. We'll move fast.
We'll fend off this push from the enemy. And then we'll try and advance along the cliff face here
We will help.
with this warrior unit. I also have the supply drop just to keep those guys
Does
in there.
Liet command?
Help is going to be delayed. It hurts to do the supply drop when there's only one unit out there. We're not getting a lot of damage right now, but everybody else is all tied up. Let's go in for Chom. That'll make us more money.
Liet,
Ooh,
we'll hide on. What
these
does
guys are actually
Liet
getting hurt.
command?
Okay, fall back.
Time. We'll move,
Let the militia do their job and actually fight.
we'll move fast.
Yeah, my warriors are just wiped out.
We can.
Take a nap, guys. Take a nap. Oh, now the worm's gonna eat my militia. I can't catch a break, can I? There it is. It eats them both. Fair enough. This is one full worm. He's found the most fertile hunting ground he could have ever imagined. Do another supply drop to keep them alive, because if I pull them out, the worm will eat them. And these guys are still healing up for a while now.
Liet, we're going.
Here we go. We'll bring these guys back in. Carthage is not looking good, though.
We're listening.
Man, it's even still moving. Like,
We will help
he
if we
knows
can. We
this is
won't
the
waste
catch of his
time.
lifetime. Ah, and the Harkonnens have finally brought up more units. That hurts. Load up the second supply drop.
What does Liet command?
At this point, it's more like the 5th or 6th. But.
We
Okay,
will
so
help
as long
if
as I
we
stay
can.
close to the rocks, I should avoid the worm
We'll
trigger.
hunt them down. We'll move fast.
There we go. That worked. Look at that. It was just that easy this whole time.
We're going.
And you guys keep on hammering
Sages
away.
will fall.
You guys get your well-earned break. Ah, more enemies. Okay. I just want 2 of you. You attack. You attack.
We will help if we
You guys
can.
heal.
We won't waste time.
I like this as it updates. You get to see like the little village shimmering and improving and growing. They've got stuff in there now. Are they all the same? No, they're all a little bit different. I love it. Ooh. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage here.
We're going.
I think we fall back.
Going. We'll move fast.
Actually, we go supply drop, and then we push them back in. Right back in, Adam. That should do fine.
We will help.
These guys
if we
healed up
can.
very quickly.
Liet, we
Alright, we're
won't.
moving back. Everybody in on Carthage. We are all in.
We're listening. We'll get them. Yes, Liet.
This is the time where you shove all your chips on the table. 1,000. Rush it down. And this is still the crazy thing to me. We have just beaten our first enemies at 24 days, 5 months. There are players, multiple players, who have won the entire game a month ago. I must be missing something. I must just be missing something.
We're going. We'll move fast.
Alright, we'll move around here. We're gonna grab the Kulon here to be able to heal up our units. Now,
Taking position.
one of the big downsides of the Kulon is that they are 10 water to maintain. Very hard to maintain. This spot wanted more water production. That's for sure. Some heavy militia in there. And then I would really like some Fedaykin, but yeah, I think we can swing a unit of Fedaykin here. And then as any warriors drop off, they get replaced with more Fedaykin. The war machine is built. I think there's kind of no looking back at this point. We should be able to win much faster than last game, but that's not saying that much. Last game was kind of just a bog standard 1 year to win. Okay, I want to be able to scout out Arrakeen. We'll take this spice field. I mean, do we even need this spice field? We don't. We're so rich. I say that, I'm only making 30 Solari a day. Maybe we do take it. Let's go for it. We'll capture this. Get the Ornithopter up here to be able to scout out Arrakeen. And then get the bazaar in place. Are we doing... We're getting advanced engineering and spice market after this. That's good. Okay. I like this setup. We have fairly solid defenses, though I can remove you and remove you in favor of heavy militia, which I think is much better. And we'll just do that over here as well, and we'll do it right now so that I don't forget later, as I want to do. There we are. And we have it. This is our 5th spice field. I've never seen this much spice altogether. They're coming in for a raid. They're coming in for a raid right as I was doing a changing of the guard of the militia. That's unfair. That's just unfair. One worm ride away, though, to be able to go and stop them.
Liet, we're going.
Oh, no. I don't need to stop them. I have Fedaykin. I have Fedaykin down here, doing a little T-pose right by the base. We'll send them in.
We'll avoid the sun.
Are we needed?
Alright, so the Kulon's gonna go over, the Fedaykin will go up and stop them.
We will help. We will help.
Meanwhile, this force...
We'll hunt them down.
I don't want to press in when I can't see where Arrakeen is. Is it just right up here? Yes, it is. So it would be able to shell us if we attack this. But this is so close. That's the perfect base to be able to use.
Lead us to freedom.
Alright, guys.
This path is dry.
Go attack them.
Arrakis is our home. We will help if we can.
Get all these under the same command group. Let's push in. We want to load up a supply drop for this offensive. Ooh, they are activating a ceasefire. That means the smugglers are really pressing them. You'll love to see it.
Lead us to freedom.
How's this going? Fedaykin just carrying the day. Typical Fedaykin things. Get another one here. What do I do for work? They give me time to stream during the day. Content creator or something else as well. So I started the channel during COVID. Normally I'm an engineer. And the channel was getting some traction. And we were moving around a lot for my wife's job. So I've just been pursuing the channel full time. And I'm kind of at the last hurrah on the channel's not growing fast enough to keep it up. But I've had this game on my radar for so long that I had to play it. Be able to say that I gave the channel its fair chance. So that's kind of where I'm at, Alexander.
Arrakis is our home.
The desert will surprise you.
It's been fun. I've learned a lot of new skills, but I don't know if I'm really going to be able to keep it up full time forever. I also don't know if I'm going to be able to keep it up part-time after this, but we'll see. I probably will. But be more like streaming and less of the kind of more high production guides and stuff. Alright, we'll let these guys heal up. We'll check in over here. We are capturing. Point of interest. Resolved. Landsred Council vote. Tax negotiations. Yeah, I don't care about any of those. Let's see. We want to be able to get the range of militia in there. And then we want to be able to crew up this harvester team. What else did we need over this side? Oh, we're actually close to being out on Plascrete. Wow. Wow. If you ever decide to share what you've learned, you'd love to read/watch it. Do you mean about like building the channel? I could do a video about the channel's journey or starting the channel from scratch. It has certainly been a fun ride. And I've learned a lot. It really caught my attention when I was talking with my sisters, who are all younger than me, but only by a few years. And we were saying, we did the question of like, if you could have dinner with any living person, who would you want it to be? And we all said YouTubers that we knew. And I feel like it's a turning point in terms of media consumption worldwide, that YouTube content creators are the future. And they have these huge followings, and they are the new celebrities far and away, even over all the conventional former celebrities like movie stars and whatnot. And it was just something that I hadn't really thought about. Alright, we'll press in. We'll be able to wipe out Atreides here. Oh, when we took this village, we got a gun? Yes, we got the missile battery. Let's go. So we have recruitment office, Plascrete factory. Alright. In case they press us really hard. Oh, I don't want that one. I want ranged. Thank you. What's the other addition that we want right here? We want a military base, right? We'll go military base. And then the old one. The previous one. Doesn't need the military base anymore. We're not fighting around there. MKBHD was at the Met Ball last night. Weird world we live in. We live in such a weird world. It is crazy. Yeah, we'll just leave the neutrals alone. No, missile battery. I said leave them alone. Thank you. Okay. How are the Fedaykin doing? Oh, they were walking. I had them just like walking around because I was going to place a thumper right here and then slingshot them up here. All right. And then once our armies are unified. Oh, I had this one that I just built too. Great. Okay. We've almost maxed out 40 command points worth of Fremen. I wondered, does this guy need to be a defender? I don't think he does, because the smugglers are so far away and the raids are being stonewalled by heavy militia and missile batteries. So I think that I can just try and add him to the offense. Let's run him up here. You don't have, I'm out of thumpers, so you're out of the luxury of a worm ride. I like that when you zoom out to space, you can still see the worm. Look at this, guys. The sandworm's visible from space. Alright. They hop off. We all group up. Atreides fighting smugglers. You love to see it. Okay. So we load in supply drop. And then we'll see if we update anything else here. Yeah, go Atreides, go. You should definitely save this village. Heyor, and leave Arrakeen undefended. That is certainly the best thing you could do. Alright, we spread them out a little bit so they're less susceptible to splash damage. There we go, get going. Fantastic. We have summoned the worm. Okay. So here is where, out of the Kulon caravan, you can press set up camp. And then as soon as you set up camp, there we go. Frames are getting jumpy because it's simulating the worm and all the units. But here, you have the little high rig camp. And so if your units stand next to it and they're out of combat, they stealth and they heal and they gain supply. The supply half of it feels bugged, but the healing part sure works. And that's nice.
We trust you, Liet.
Alright, move the death guard up more.
Avoid the sun.
Honestly, run them all the way up here. Okay, here comes some more Atreides. So here we go. This is the play with the camp. You have your units healing, you have your units attacking. You cut away the base's armor. I feel like if we had gotten to this army composition a little bit faster, we could have a significantly faster win time.
We will help if we can.
And honestly, we didn't even need this village. But that's fine. Better safe than sorry. And Arrakeen is already feeling it, down to 7 armor. Once it hits 0 is when the real fun begins. I'll use supply drop and go kind of all in here. You guys can flank around a little. Get them in here. You are going to have to walk all the way up here, but you're actually pretty close to joining the fight. And Arrakeen burns. So we update this with a supply drop, and we'll be about to knock over this base. Thankfully, the smugglers and Atreides conflict seems to have burned out their military. We've not had to fight too much right around the base. Just wanted to say you're one of the best YouTubers, so keep up the great work. You also love the variety of games you play. I'm glad you're loving it, Smokin' Smitty. And Dune Spice Wars has been very fun to play. So I hope you're enjoying the stream, Smokin'. I've always just kind of tried to play games that were interesting to me, and I guess they did fall along. What are you doing? Oh, you're just attacking. Okay. Kind of fall along the strategy management. Alright, let's level this. Let's go supply drop. There we go. Arrakeen's gonna burn. We got this. 6k left. Is it a record time? No, but I feel like we hit our best military composition pretty quickly. And aside from some slow plays early on, we've been able to pull things off pretty well. So if we clean up our early game play and we get to this stage just a little bit earlier, and maybe we need to be more aggressive about trading out warriors for Fedaykin, then we could still shave a lot off our victory time. Also, this combo feels very good with the Kulon camp healing us up. And there it is, Arrakeen. If the frames catch up, will they ever catch up? No. Arrakeen's just stuck. There it is. All right, there it is. So now we pick up the high rig, and it's still blowing up. My frames, what have you done with my frames? Okay,
Avoid the
we'll
sun.
just leave Arakeen for now. Whatever fate we have inflicted upon it seems worse than... There it is. I don't know what was going on there. Do we even want... Okay, so I probably knock over the military base and then build the spice production.
This path is
And then we need
dry.
to scout out... Oh, we haven't even scouted the smugglers yet. Okay.
Shah-Halud willing.
Hang back, let the ornithopter go, and I will worm ride you in.
As
If
fast
we'd
as I
been a
can.
little bit more prescient, we would have already scouted where the smuggler main base is.
Received. As fast as I
There's
can.
one spot. We're under siege somewhere. Right down here. It doesn't matter. Missile battery and heavy militia will take care of all that. We have no worries.
As
So
fast
this
as
is, I think this is their home spice. And if this is their home
Agreed.
spice, then
Agreed. Received.
this, nope,
Agreed.
right over here, is their home siege. No, this is too close to the pole.
On our way.
It has to be back here now.
Agreed.
Wrong again.
Received.
Wow, the smugglers have an enormous sprawling empire.
As fast as I can.
Hats off to them. Most
Look
successful
there.
AI this game by far. They've done so much
As
colonization.
fast as I can.
They're actually all the way over here.
On our way.
This is their base.
Agreed.
This has to be their base.
On
Yeah,
our way.
we found it. All the way across the other side of the world. Well,
Lead us to freedom.
this is where we get to demonstrate the power of the Fremen and how much they don't care about the rest of your empire. We will go for this, either taking it or liberating it, probably capturing it, and then just move on up. And with the caravan camp, why are you walking? With the caravan camp,
Bless the maker and
we'll
his
be able to
water.
heal up all our guys. So we'll hop in right here. We'll throw down the thumper. No? Come on, guys. Work with me here. Group up a little bit better than that. Guys, that's not a group. How are you all gonna hop on the same worm? You know the drill. Get on this. And then... Ooh. Okay, we're 2 worm rides away. That's fine. But a sandworm cannot reach. Alright, we'll just go down here. That's pretty far. There we go. Travel by whim stride. And through the deep desert as well. Is our main base fully constructed? Yes, we've got some really strong stuff down here. I'm not interested in any of the other pieces yet. I might be out of like economic lobbying. Yeah, we'll take economic lobbying here.
Lead us to freedom.
There we go. We hopped out a little early, but that's okay. We can walk in
Jahada.
to this base, and by loading up a supply drop, should be able to recover fairly easily. This guy, head on over to Landsrad. Or no, make me more money. I think I want more money.
Ericus belong to the Fremens.
We're having to dip into our supplies right here, but once we siege the village, we'll be able to top back up in terms of supplies. So we'll try and knock this village over. We will try and capture it so that we can build a military base here.
We trust you, Liet.
And that way we get the extra attack power on all our units. And we have the water and the authority to be able to incorporate it into the broader Fremen Empire. You now serve Liet Kynes of the Fremen. And then we'll go after CH2ek. There's not... I guess if you were to have to go off of a village base to attack them, this one would be the best one. Very close, but going through these narrow passageways, units always get hung up on each other. I like having some open space. Then again, open space just invites the worm attacks. So there's always trade-offs here on Arrakis. Discontent in the ranks. Guys, I thought we were running... There's no discontent in the Fremen ranks ever. They're animalistic in how they protect the pack. Here we go. Over here, I still have not set up spice production. What an incredible oversight. And they're still raiding me. Nice try, guys. Nice try. Let's see, what else do we have? Everything's looking pretty solid right now. After this, flips is right into Sietchtwik. Can we get... What does it take to be able to do the, where are you? Defense sabotage. We have the Arrakis infiltration. We need higher Spacing Guild infiltration and higher land strats. We'd have to come off of here to go here and here to go here. That actually did not hurt my bottom line as much as I thought it might. So we'll roll with it. And we just got this village, which is giving us a listening post. I don't care about the listening post. Then we want to be able to set up our militia. Yep. Pop those on in. Be able to grab a military base. Let the sandstorm pass. And then the reckoning for the smugglers will come. They have been stealing from us for far too long. A blight upon this beautiful planet, keeping it from being able to realize the potential that it has. Hype up the harvesting team. Yeah, you guys are doing fine. Okay, so we'll pour out a little bit more love here. We might go for a missile battery in case the smugglers have a large enough army that we fall back from the main sietch.
We trust you,
But otherwise, we're well set. Let's get in there. We'll set up our camp right here because it's right by the rocks. We don't want it out in the middle of the desert. The worms will eat us if we have too much foot traffic in and out. But if we're set up right over here, I believe it's going to be a safe spot.
We welcome you, Lear.
So you can hop on over, set up our camp. Beautiful stuff. Was that the worms just eating the smugglers on the side? They've never learned how to survive Arrakis. You'll love to see it.
Arrakis is our home.
We'll slide on around. Get the Fudaikin up.
This path is dry.
Alright.
Be at command.
Spread out just a little more, my friends. There you are. Okay. Sietchtwik. Armor is already falling off. Health is getting knocked off. We should really load up another supply drop. We're waiting for the infiltration levels to balance out if we wanted to infiltrate and damage the base. The smugglers are not mounting their counterattack yet, which is nice. Getting, so much free damage. What do they start at? Do they start at 20k or do they start at 24k? Either way, we're up, and we're up a lot. Let's send these guys back to heal. And then while they're standing here, they'll camo, and then they'll be able to heal. They'll gain back 30% health and 30 supply per day.
We trust you, Leard.
And because it's percentage heal, you love seeing the healing land on the Fudaikin. With their 960 health, they're going to be able to heal so much back, so quickly. It's great. Look at this. It's shooting up. And then once they're topped off, they go back. These Fudaikin go to the healing tent. As long as we always have somebody healing and fresh to take someone else's spot, we're in a good place. We're getting some splash damage there on our units, so we spread them out a little bit more. And then these Fudaikin still need to top up more. Sandstorm, combat. Village is under siege. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. The one thing that would actually throw us off is a revolt or rebellion. But even then, a rebellion in a single village is not going to save them. Alright, we're going to go supply drop. And then we're going to move our guys around. Pile all in. This is for the win. This will also close out this stream once we win. Ah, it's a beautiful sight. There's even Fremen freedom fighters holding the smugglers' attention to the north of us. CH2Ek going down. And like all the others before them, they fall. 27-7. I feel like our last game, I've actually forgotten what the final time was, but I feel like it was at the 9-month mark. So, 28 days, 7 months. Somebody has won in 3 months less than that. Almost half the time. It's crazy. I have no conception of how they managed to do that. But we're going to keep on grinding it. We have all week to try and post a better time. Do some more research. See if we can improve our tactics.
We're going.
I feel like there is a lot of room for improvement still in terms of how we've been playing. But now the Fremen stand unopposed on Dune. Thank you guys for coming out. Hope you guys have been enjoying Dune Spice Wars. As always, leave a like. Let me know what other content you guys are interested in seeing for Dune, if there's something in particular. We'll be streaming on and off. Let's see, we'll probably stream a little bit more tomorrow. And then on Friday, we have a Warhammer game that's coming out that I would love to try. So we'll get a little bit of variety mixed in with the Dune content as well. Until next time, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.